what happened last time?
So, no, Hunter, you got this, man. You sewed first.
He
We picked up from within the catacombs of the Crimson Rose, trapped in their library/relics vault, the newly revealed to be alive Tellius, Herald of Hlall. I had a name fart, a brain fart for a moment.
Yeah.
Joined the Wayward crew in creating an arena of ice so that we could deal with Lilith.
Brutal. One right for the heart.
Had a pretty intense combat, but Tellius kind of wiped the floor. I guess that's what happens when you have a herald not being quintuple teamed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one-on-one. They do what they do.
So, Rio/Lilith defeated. Tellius sealed her away in some sort of orb thing that'll keep her, sequestered and not any more trouble for the time being. Well, he can deal with the rehabilitation of her later. He kind of sat there, gave us a little bit more, fair amount more info about the base. We asked some questions, he didn't answer them, and then he left.
Sounds about right.
So then the Wayward crew progressed based on his few instructions. We progressed further to a room of souls where all their soul-bound daggers of all the people they were keeping out of their midst, keeping out of their sights, so that they could work their magic on the world, the Crimson Rose. We went to their room of souls, and we were tasked with unlocking a very specific one. There were a couple daggers, and he was like, "We want you to do this one with symbols, with madness symbols on it." And we were like, "Okay." And we got there, and we ran into this dude who revealed himself to be someone by the name of Sordin, who, based on context clues, maybe a little bit of a backstabber in the company itself. The other men as generals were kind of like, is Sordin directing you? But that's a story for another time. We tried to kind of diplomacy with him briefly, but it kind of became evident that he wasn't going to let us accomplish our objective. So right as the scuffle began, a very intelligent play by Show, where everybody got into the mix of all that, and he was just like, greater invisibility, I'm gonna step away when they're not looking. Went in and got through the barrier and released the souls. One of them, a familiar face from Campaign 1. The ever-present, or the illustrious Sundrel of the Shadows. He's the one with the fucked up jaw, right? Not Pemeraz. Yeah, Sundrel's the one with the fucked up jaw. Yep. And then
his cleric is, but he always fronts as his cleric because he's an ass.
Yeah. Yeah, so we released Sundrel. Oh, and we also released his brother Ryzog, the fucking destroyer of the hells.
Yeah. Solid guy.
Who apparently, in this day and age, is very anti-Madness Melora. So, he, fucking Dragon God released in this den, kind of solved the problem with Sordin, where he was like, yeah, we're not gonna focus on you guys anymore, there's a fucking dragon that wants to kill us. So he ran away, Ryzog went on his destruction of this stronghold. We recovered Aerie, We took Eri to the production area because there was something that was apparently there, and we ran into. We made the discovery that oh god, I'm blanking on his name. Ipso. We made the discovery. Ipso, the long forgotten partner of Shalamir, was forced to try and recreate Skybreaker to the specifications that the Crimson Rose requested. And so, in an act of mercy, Eri allowed him to finally rest, ending his life so that he could no longer be used against the world for nefarious purposes. And in with a present theme of melancholy behind us, we exited from the facility.
And you have been teleported back to Hlally World. Excellent recap. Fucking D20 inspiration.
Good job.
And everybody gets a D6 for being on time.
Woo!
So, you guys find yourself back in Hlally World, where Eri looks to your group and I need to travel to his home. I'll be back shortly. You'll be safe here. And Eri walks off with the body of Ipso, going towards some sort of teleportation circle somewhere inside the city without your guys' guidance. You are back inside this beautiful ice sanctuary where Hlal's presence keeps you guys safe and protected in here from any discerning eyes. You have time to talk, to rest, to relegate, to breathe for but a moment after everything you have experienced. You are still familiar with the places you can stay and the amenities that have been offered to you. It hasn't been long at all since you've last been here, so people still recognize your faces and you're still familiar enough with the city to be able to navigate it in whichever way you wish. And then from here, we can eventually talk about what your next plans are. But you're inside what would be basically a teleport circle pad that is in the main area where there is a massive statue that has Tellius's group together. You can see a statue of Tellius, his uncle, Melody, the Yin, and I think 2 other Dragonborn companions are all in this particular square that Eri teleported into. This is not the center of the city. This is just one of the areas that Eri can recall back to. There is taverns, there's taverns, inns, and other locations all around for individuals. As you can see, again, all the ramparts that surround this area have different dragon nests, as all the dragons are sleeping up there. And this is a big sanctuary for all the Maloran dragons that Talia saved, and Dragonborn that are all coexisting inside this area that had a fucking awesome name that I'll never remember now. It's just Hlally World. I refuse to change the name until I find it again. I really like the name.
It's gonna be a nightmare going back and crossing out every single time I've written Hlally World and correcting it.
Should we try to go find the king in the north, or whoever, try to go find Ashella, or just try to debrief? I mean, so much has happened in just a few days. Oh my god.
Yeah, to be completely honest, I'm not entirely sure where physically in the world we are. Are we in the ice wastes right now? Is that correct?
I believe they mentioned it was like somewhere deep in the ice wastes or to the north. I don't remember, but I thought that's what they said.
Well, regardless, I would just like us all to take a brief moment to realize the enormity of the task that we have just completed. And the fact that we've
Witches.
seen several heralds and a couple of gods and dismantled one of the most destructive institutions that this planet has known so far. I think we deserve a fucking drink.
I second that.
I third that.
I could go for that.
Or 2, maybe. Let's go.
Or 5.
And
Yeah.
while we're drinking, we can talk about what we're gonna do next. The next adventure.
Already? I want to sleep.
Well,
Leap.
I mean,
Let's take it slow.
But adventure though.
well, something we should keep in mind is, I mean, the only thing we really addressed was Matthias's.
There
Vision.
were, yeah, we all had
Whereas
visions.
we all
Oh,
had one,
yeah.
so. But
I
let's
kn-
go down to the pub and we can talk
Yeah.
about there.
Yeah.
Let's go find Jarl's pub.
You got it. As you guys go back over to Jarl's pub, I'm getting the beverage and lists up. You're greeted by wonderful sounds of lutes and different types of wind instruments that are being played inside here. And let's get that out of there. There is a plethora of stacked barrels full of all sorts of brews. You can see the ones marked specifically for the Frostborn wine itself. That seems to be like on a continuous tap. A clear fan favorite up here. The behind the bar itself, with the instead of mirrors, it's like frosted ice that reflects off, and it all has a beautiful blue glow to everything around here. There is like permanent light magic that has a blue tone to it that is underneath most of the, or behind most of the ice. So it also chills everything in plain sight. As you can see, the differences, it goes from like one wine section to normal taps. The colors inside here range from a bluish opal feeling or color all the way down to black and reds in the different corner. You can literally see a temperature change throughout this tavern as well, where certain dragonborns are centered by and laying by what appears to be a furnace, less a fireplace, but even a quite hot furnace, and they're literally laying in the coals inside here while they drink whatever meads or wines or alcoholic beverages that they prefer. There's actually, as some of you walk in here, you guys are able to catch, like, raising its head out of the coals is like baby dragons. Those of which that are like not wyverns per se, but as younger than a youthful dragon, maybe the size of an alligator, not even a fully grown one. Just hanging out and about. Different dragonborns in their tunics with Hlall star on them. And there are a plethora of dragonborns with different scars and purple eyes, and they adorn no loyalty to any gods or goddesses, but are just living their lives in here. Jarl behind the counter sees all of you and gives a good smile. Good to see you back. Wine for everybody?
Yes, please.
You got it.
Yes, please. Thank you.
He brings over what would be a bunch of frosted ale. What do they call the mugs? Wow.
Goblets.
No. But yes,
9?
goblets would be cool. But what's the typical thing in a tavern that they end up
Tankard.
handing? Tankard. Thank God. You're the best. Tankard.
But it's wine.
Yeah, they're dragons.
In a tankard? That's
They're
fucking
dragons.
weird.
It's frost. It's all ice. It's not like a normal tankard.
It's frosted tankards?
Yeah, like frosted on the
All right,
inside as
never
well.
mind. That's classy.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Nice chilled wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they put those down because the problem is they don't drink a little bit. They're not fragile little human bodies. They're dragons. So they don't go, yeah. They're like, oh, another.
Who in our party is a human? Is it Faith?
Fate's a human.
E.
Is Anfred a human?
Half.
Half.
Half human.
And then halfling. The Goliath
About to get
and the
fucked
Ganassi
up.
are probably fine.
The
Yeah.
the rock boy.
Yeah. The elf, half elf, rock boy, and that, they'll be fine. The other two are going to get wrecked by the first drink.
Constitution saving throw.
I deserve to not think for a while.
Factual.
So, we do still have a bit of a to-do list, as Anvers kind of alluded to. Thank you for indulging me the necessary luxury of saving my family. That was
I mean, yeah,
frightening.
we're for sure gonna. I mean, we're in this together.
Right. Yeah, we're in this together.
are.
Remind me, all of your visions, what were they? I remember we went over them, but
I mean, yeah, I was a little flustered right when it happened because everything was happening all so fast. So I'm sorry I didn't really say what was going on with mine. I saw that entity Xanus, the champion of this Leviathan thing, and then one of those armored scaled generals in the Undercroft of Ashaya, where we found an arcane we actually found an arcane generator similar to what we saw in oh god, what's the name of the place?
Aquarius.
In Aquarius. There was one of those functioning in Ashaya to some capacity. I don't think it had the same amount generator of batteries that we covered. I think it only had maybe one. But it showed it was them in the Undercroft damaging the generator so that it would stop working.
Did it seem like they were attacking the batteries or the generator itself?
It seemed like they were going after the generator itself, and based on some of the stuff we've seen, I mean, we've gotten one of the notebooks we picked up in the City of Spiders mentioned how they had a shaky alliance with that faction in underneath the seas, and that this Leviathan creature that's been haunting me was gonna sink Ashaya. That's verbiage was used in the notebook, I believe. Which, I mean, after everything that's happened, it sounds like the prophecy that was given to me by Sealight is getting closer to fruition. Whatever that means, good or bad.
I mean, it sounds pretty bad. It sounds like Ashaya might sink.
Yeah. And a lot of the stuff has already been enacted. So that's why I kind of got... It was a mixture of seeing omens come up that I've been told to be warned, that I was warned about ahead of time, in addition to... That's my home.
Does there seem to be anyone in this tavern that looks like they may be from not around here, that looks like they may have knowledge of the outside world?
Besides us.
Inside this tavern, I'd say no, not right now. At
Okay.
this very moment, there's no characters. It seems like these are all people that, I think, functionally
vibing.
now, as you are getting a handle on this and looking at your surroundings, this is like functioning as a sanctuary for dragons in this world, which is almost fascinating in a way that, you understand dragons, especially from legends of the past, to be these devastating creatures, these monstrous things of power and violence, and they're just beings. They're life. They're out and about around you. Each of them have their own hopes and dreams and personalities themselves. The dragon pup that brought its head up has already snuggled itself back down underneath the rocks and all the different coals and is continuing to enjoy itself. different dragonborn talk with one another while they play some sort of card game reminiscent, though, of stones and tiles that you might see in more East Asian cultures. Something that they've developed maybe in their time during Cinder. This is a place almost of recovery as well. It doesn't seem like anybody is trapped here or like held against their will. It's one of these things of almost like a reintroduction, a rehabilitation type of area for dragon and dragonkin.
So, yeah. I mean, we already went through a period. Just I'll kind of repeat it for you guys, just because it's been a while since I've mentioned to you. But what I was told by Sealight was, when the waters run black and the skies turn dark, and the light of man begins to fade away, use your gifts to reignite the light, bring forth the skies of dawn, and undam the waters to save those who are drowning in air. And it sounds like the first half has already come to pass.
I mean, we certainly did a number on the Eternal Night. We stopped that.
Well, that's part of it. I mean, the waters, they were running black there's been a few areas where it's been back, but absolutely down in the City of Spiders, those waters were black. Black. Then the skies turned dark when their ritual set off, and the light of man was beginning to fade away, it seemed. And so we've used our gifts to reignite the light and bring back the skies of dawn, I believe, I hope. But now it's just whatever's happening in Ashaya, whatever those waters and drowning in air. That's what I'm concerned about.
If you saw someone in your vision who was accompanying the champion of Ozult, who was a member of the Crimson Rose, I wonder if they were able to recall to their base in time to witness the fireworks that we just witnessed, or if they're still out there in the world.
I mean, they still might be out and about in the world. I'm sure they all got a big flare in their brain if that dragon god destroyed all their clones.
They got added. We got a nice little notification.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Jarl comes out and he puts down a plate of what looks to be freshly made duck, and it's completely glazed over, and you can see this wonderful steam coming off, and the scent itself gives you this wonderful sweetness, and the fat just smells absolutely perfect. And you see him give a wink to your group and goes, "I'm out. Looks like you've had a long day."
Oh, thank you.
And he goes back about his day, helping other patrons.
Start to dig in, kind of
really
pick
good.
at it.
It tastes wonderful. The way it complements. There is a spice to it that has like an after kick from that gives you that little burning sensation in the back of your throat, but it doesn't hurt. But it's like this extra, like what you might assume the start of a sore throat might feel like, but it doesn't stay and it doesn't hurt. But then you also kind of fancy about like maybe that's the startup for like what breathing fire might be like for dragons.
So I mean that's my story, but what about you guys? What were your visions?
Oh, well,
Go ahead.
my vision, pretty short. I saw my tribe getting attacked by other druid type people, but they have strange markings on them, and the forest that my tribe protects was on fire.
And it's not normally on fire, right?
No.
I have to clarify. I live next to a burning forest.
It's not the burning forest.
What were the markings like? Do you remember?
Not
Oh,
ominous.
super marking like. They weren't madness markings. I don't believe I've seen anything like them before.
They were more tribal in the way that they were
Okay.
They were more.
tattooed on them.
Less of
Like
a
tribal,
less
like
of an
Do you have
enchantment
any-
or an affliction, and more of
Yeah,
an
they were.
identification.
They kind of looked like tattoos that they had put on themselves.
You're from one of the forests out in Rumble, right?
Yes.
Does your tribe have enemies?
Poachers.
That doesn't sound like this though.
No.
Yeah.
You guys want to make a history check? High DC, because you guys fucking forgot. Because it's been a while.
I don't fucking know shit about Rumble. I know
Yeah.
everything about Last.
Well, I mean,
I don't know shit about Rumble.
It's a long shot, but there's a chance it could have something to do with the whole coup.
Joe, do you
What?
know anything about this?
21. I don't know. I might. I know a lot of things.
Huh?
What was everybody else's rolls?
I rolled.
We don't even know what's going on.
Before I
I'm
go
not
there.
rolling. Anafrith doesn't know. I'm just gonna say that.
What's
Spoiler.
Rumble?
I cannot think of a logical way why Faith would have any of this knowledge.
Bookish.
I can.
I'll try.
Everybody
Yeah,
make
I'll
your
try.
rolls.
Yeah, I rolled an 11.
11.
Oh, I also
11.
rolled 11.
Wow.
12. No.
Nice.
Get a room. 10. Okay. Everyone just like, wow, crazy. No villain, no bad guys, poachers seem too organized, and show just like you do remember the like druid people with tribal tattoos we fought and murdered inside the Titan ruin, right? Did they look like that? And then Ganu, you're like,
Oh, yeah.
maybe they did.
You know what? Now that you mention it,
Oh, shit.
so much has happened. I forgot about that. They did look like that, actually. Yeah.
A little similar.
Yeah.
We're talking about from like the first room, there was like the big giant thing, and then there were a couple other people there as well. Yeah.
No, I understand. Matthias was just getting pummeled by a roaming Djinn, so I know things were up there, and we're talking
I had
nearly
like
a
14
year ago.
hit. I had like 14 hit points that whole dungeon. It was not great.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
Ah. What?
Yeah, so forest that is not normally on fire is on fire, and very similarly looking marked druid things were
Hello?
attacking
Hey, what's up?
my tribe.
Your people have any kind of protocol
nice.
for like any kind of place that you would go if this were to
Oh,
happen?
that's so exciting.
Not like a place, but
I don't know, some other place.
tribe
I
is
put an
very,
application out for. I'll have to look into it. And prepare
sufficient
for
at
it. I gotta get my suit
fighting.
out later
Every
tonight.
single
But yeah, I'm
person
doing
in the
D&D
tribe
right now.
learns how to fight.
Okay, love you.
with,
Bye-bye. Yeah,
you
no
know,
problem.
usually with multiple different types of weapons. So it's a pretty formidable group of people. So they're not pushovers, but there's not really a place to hole up. Usually, there's home base, which probably a good base as it is, but they'll probably fight as they can, fight as much as they can, and possibly if they need to use guerrilla warfare tactics. They're also pretty good at that too.
There's a place where I could do some research. I might be able to find something for us to go off of.
Yeah, I mean, if you need help,
I mean, we've got nothing right now, but if they've got like a library or some sort of collection here or wherever we get dropped off, I should be able to try and track down something or figure out where we can find something.
Yes. Oh, just so you know, other places as well, but I could I look outside. Is there any trees around?
There are here. Yes.
Yeah, yes. I could bring us to my tribe like right now, or
Oh.
or anywhere else I have been.
That's new.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
like anywhere.
Anywhere I have been where there's a tree that I have seen. I can transport us from a
That's-
tree.
A lot of places.
I can transport us from a tree at our current location to a tree that I am familiar with.
Okay. That'll help a lot.
I mean, he's really made the most of his adventure. He can turn into the golden eagle. He can stride throughout the planet. He's got a fancy sword. He's got it all.
You know
Yeah.
it, Matthias.
That's why he's so excited with going on more adventures. I get it. But
Okay.
I think,
Adventures have been so much fun. I want more.
well, I'm glad they could help you with it. But I think what's important is that we rest on our laurels, so to speak, and kind of soak in the journey, right?
Mm.
One issue, though, if your home forest was on fire, it might be trickier to find a tree that's intact.
Well, just because it's on fire doesn't mean it's unusable. It takes some time before it's unusable.
So,
Right,
like,
well,
could it be a tree in any stage of life? Could it be like an old, gnarled, petrified tree? What if it's been turned into somebody's house, right? What if it's a log cabin now?
Maybe it's like a fire, like a tree that's on fire has to connect to a tree that's on fire. So maybe if we just set a tree on fire, that would work.
Okay.
All right, guys,
We have
hold
to
on.
be
Come with
careful
me.
about that.
Let's go
So
do some
we've
arson real
got
quick.
so we've got Evil Leviathan wants to sink a Shia, and we've got Druids burning Ganu's family.
Wait,
next?
so I've been to Ashaya too, so we can go there too.
That's true.
Not many
That
trees
will
in the
make-
There
Shire.
aren't many trees in a
There's not
shire.
many
What about a bush? Would a bush
if-
work?
We just start planting trees everywhere.
It says plants.
Oh fuck!
It
What the
says
fuck? How
okay.
big?
It says wait.
It's gotta
but
be a
gotta
minimum.
large. It's gotta be large. So between a large or larger inanimate plant.
Really big shrub.
A tree-sized plant.
Well, Ganu, do you remember seeing any large tree-sized plants in Ashaya? I mean, you were only there for about a minute.
Oh.
Yeah, we just did a quick pass through. Is there anything
we
in
were-
the high
we
top
were there at
area
the
where we
beginning.
live, like near where
Nothing
we
you
live?
fuckers would have seen.
Okay.
Nothing
were-
that he
we
would have
were-
seen.
We were there at the beginning of the campaign.
Yeah, I know. And you did a ton of exploring. I'm actually gonna post that
Yeah.
soon. The session 0.
Yeah. No, just because you said we did a flyby, I was like, whoa.
No, I was there for
we-
like
We
3
explored
hours.
around.
We went in the sewers, man. Let me
Yeah.
tell you.
Yeah.
Do I remember a tree?
No, you don't.
Okay. No, I don't. So I guess we can't.
I don't ever recall.
Well,
I
as
don't
far
ever
as-
recall. I don't ever recall telling you or describing a tree to you while you were in a shot.
That's fair.
Juan
as
can
getting
correct
to-
me, and Nick's watching through it as well, so I'm sure somebody's gonna catch me on that one.
As far as getting to the location, it sounds like yours is certainly easier. I guess I'll say what mine was next. And this whole time, you see Annifrith has his shield, like on the table, and he has a little hand axe that he's
Field is
carving.
evil.
Well, yeah, it's hanging off the side, and he's carving like a little rune in it. You've seen him do this before, but you've never really watched him do it. And it looks like this rune is kind of in the shape of like a lightning bolt.
Mhm.
He puts the hand axe down for a second, recollects, and if I remember correctly, there was a bit of a frozen land, bit of a forest too, but that doesn't really help you, Ganu. I think there was a cave of some sort, and it seemed like people, snow elves, my kin, I suppose, as far as my father tells me. They were retreating into this cave, and I don't know who it was, but they were dumping, I don't know if it was corrosive or explosives into the cave to follow the snow elves. I mean, it's a lot of people. It was really kind of a genocide that I saw. Didn't really see the aftermath of it, but didn't look good. And I don't have the slightest clue where those people would be.
I mean, wasn't the only place we learned about snow elves being was up in Dustlight?
Yeah, but I don't think we can even get there. As far as I'm concerned, I don't know of any way that, or any travelers that would be willing to take us.
I mean, at the minimum, that's a very dangerous boat trip.
It sounds difficult. I mean,
We could talk to Dad more about that.
we could, and maybe we do that if we decide to go on your path. You'd see Dad while we're in Ashaya, but other than that, I don't really see a path forward on that one. And you see, he carves the last little bit of the rune into his shield, and then you see a little bit of like a jolt of electricity go through it, and he sets it down.
What'd you just do?
Oh, you know the thing on my glove here, the little stone? When I gave that to the enchantment shop, they put this little rune on it, and I've been kinda... You know how I can read things for no reason, seemingly?
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
To
awesome.
my chagrin.
Well, it kind of works the same with these, and I've been kind of teaching myself how to do this. And then I'll pull out the talisman. I did the same thing with my mother's talisman. And this one here, I don't know, I just kind of had a vision of a bolt, like a storm. I just put that into the shield. And don't know, I think it'll really help me just anticipate future misdeeds or even help my allies.
Sounds kind of awesome.
You're a self-taught enchanter.
I wouldn't really call it an enchanter, it's more of just a scribe, maybe.
I mean, it works.
Taught yourself how to
That's the
write?
important thing.
What was that one, Show?
You taught yourself how to write?
Oh, it's more of a try to write it and then I can read it when it's correct. Trial and error.
Trial and error.
That's how it is in the linguistics world, isn't it?
Take 100
Yeah.
swings,
Guess
you're
so.
bound to hit one.
Yeah.
That's
Very cool.
Very cool. So
It's
that
my
leaves you.
turn, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Might have blacked out while I had mine, to be honest.
God damn it.
That is my in-game way of saying
I
I'm
know.
pretty sure I had to leave for my thing when I was given my fish, so I genuinely don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I got
I-
it. Oh, you got it? Yo, good. You do it then.
I don't have all the
I'm trying
details.
to write a note.
I don't have all the details, but I have like a general version. It had something to do with the necromancer college,
Tracks.
necromancer headmaster. He was like, I think he was with. I don't know. He wasn't with one of the Maloran generals, but he was. He was okay.
There was 3 people at the table. There was one individual that had a metallic claw that he
Yep.
handed a bunch of blood vials to, and then there was a dragon scaled individual on the other side of the table, and they were in one of the Grand Council meeting rooms of Last
Yeah.
Star.
And he was like, "We have gathered the people of Last Star for your announcement, the metallic arm one."
Gross.
And so the necromancy headmaster like got up and was like, "Let's go."
He's like, nice.
Okay,
Mhm.
so that's not good.
So yeah, shows us all that.
I mean, Ashton is free now.
I
I-
assume
Yeah.
many of the ones who were taken are gonna be able to return and be part of the counter force to whatever misdeed that necromancer got up to.
I would hate for her to bring from one trap into the next.
Yeah, that would not be good.
Do I have a way of contacting her?
I have a way of contacting Ashella.
Might be worth asking.
Was it obvious who the metallic claw individual was, or did it just see?
Yeah,
the claw?
you saw him at the Titan Ruin. It was the same one on
Okay,
the
okay.
green armor plate and tiefling species race.
Gotcha.
Okay. Do you want me to send her a message now? I can. Yep, whatever. I'll pull out my book and I'll start writing, and I will cast sending to Ashella Azurin.
Sure.
Ashella, I hope you guys haven't dove too far into it. There's something going on in Last Star. Be careful. There might be another trap. Something to do with the headmaster of necromancy and a tiefling individual with a metallic arm almost like yours, or almost like your mother's. And
Okay. You get a response first of, "Thank you for freeing my mother. Everything seems fine in Last Star. Too fine. Nothing's different. It's like everyone's unaware. Nobody else should have a Talon? I'll keep an eye out."
just because I can, I'll send her more sendings, and I'll just kind of transcribe the vision that I'll say. This Tellius had a vision when we were in the City of Spiders. Here's the
Yep.
contents, and just transcribe it to her.
Mm,
Elias had many visions.
Elias has so many visions.
Or not Tellius show, sorry.
She acknowledges it and thanks you.
Show drops his
Imagine.
disguise self and turns into fucking Elias.
Nope. No, he doesn't.
This whole time!
This whole time.
He's been a simulacrum.
Nope.
Oh my god, he was Iki and show the whole time.
How many people is Tellius?
Oh my god.
Am I Tellius?
Spider-Man meme, we all are Tellius.
Okay, so got all this crap. Now what do we do with it? Oh, wait, yeah, that reminds me. I'm gonna take a moment. I'm gonna switch when I have 2 minutes to get my goggles of identification back. And I'm gonna use the charge for today to cast Identify on myself to see if whatever Kozalt afflicted me with, I can potentially get information on that.
Sure. Roll a d20 Arcana check for me.
Who am I?
Who am I? 2,
I'm-
4, 6, oh, what? Okay, anyway, sorry.
I'm gonna use my D6 inspiration just to bump that even further.
Okay.
That's a 26.
Okay.
Hopefully, I don't break my goggles again.
You don't. No. Did you try to look at Skybreaker when they broke last time, or what was it? I don't.
I tried to look at Riza's containment.
Ah,
That'll do it. Yeah, that'll do it.
yeah.
as you examine, you find like where you were touched, there's like a scar underneath the skin now. And almost like a sickness on the area in which the thing grabbed around your leg when you were swimming away. And now that we've actually have a moment to see, it's tough after all the bruising and battering everybody takes. Um, it looks like almost like wood burning, and but on your skin. So with that, you find that the magic itself is diametrically opposed to your patron's magic. And what has happened to you? You rolled 26 Arcana. As you try to heal it like normal, you realize it will not heal like normal. And as you then attempt to try a different spell in that moment, there is a glowing of your tattoos and the watermarks of sea light. And visually inside your head, you daydream, you you you're in the state of lucidity. You still like have your friends in front of you, but then there's like also this sensation of seeing two at once, two different places. And of the second place you see is of a still together, a still intact layer and temple of sea light. This is not the same one that you visited before, that you all nearly lost your lives in. This clearly seems to be yet another temple. And in there, there's a raised steps up to what appears to be a fountain of sorts. And you can feel a strong connection to that fountain as the answer to your cleansing of from the Leviathan. And it takes you like you blink away and it's still like the image is still there. It's a little disturbing to have like overlays in your eyes of like here's reality and then something else has now come up in front of your eyes but not completely obscure your vision. And then as you blink a few more times it fades away, almost like that morning blur you get first thing in the morning. First thing when you start
Okay.
meditating.
That was that was a weird sensation.
Are you with us?
I am. I kind of saw something. I tried to figure out what was going on with this. See if I could get an idea of, is it a curse or what has it? Doesn't seem like something I'll be able to get rid on my own. Seems like I'm gonna have to go to a place that kind of looked like where that champion was first released, but different. There's a fountain in this cavern. Something to do with that fountain.
Don't suppose you have
Ridiculous.
any idea of where it is, do you?
I'm gonna reach to my little canvas sack with the whatever fragments left of the stone are still in there. I haven't checked it in a little while.
Yeah, they're still there.
I'll just like hold it. Do I get any sense of like warmth or something?
It's almost ice cold. It's like the amount of like it's cooling at this point, and you can feel like it's going the other way. It's unnaturally cold, as if some force has used a great amount of energy to be able to give you what you saw.
Okay. I can't say with a certainty where it is. I do have an idea of where maybe it is, if this is the same place where I met her. I was charting a rough map to navigate to that area last time we saw my dad. So I have a rough idea of where to start the search at least.
Don't suppose you saw any of those nice, helpful, welcoming fish people there, did you?
I'll never hear the end of this, will I?
I'm sure
No,
they
you
could
won't.
allow us
I-
10 minutes just so that we could work things out peaceably.
Whatever.
No reason to believe they wouldn't.
Whatever. I'll dip my fingers in the flagon of the wine and just spray it at Annifred's face.
Yeah,
Like, in my mouth.
Free drink.
He still manages to look beautiful while doing so.
Of course, he's now his face
Hair
is wet, so it's just one of the.
bouncing gracefully.
Just like those couple drops that just
Yeah.
make look at his face glisten.
It's like the classic anime. There's sparkles in the background. It gets laid out. A bunch of dragonborns are blushing in the background.
Some guy gets a nosebleed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a starting point at least, I think.
So in terms of the ones that we can get to easily, we can get to Last Star, and we can get to Ganu's tribe fairly easily, assuming the spell goes well. The other ones
never used
sound
it, but
very
it
urgent.
should work.
This all sounds very urgent. I was hasty. It was my family, and I don't regret doing what I did, but it was 2 people as opposed to all of the Shia, all of the Snow Elves, all of your tribe, the entire city of Last Star. I feel a little bit guilty for pulling you from your heroic destinies.
To be honest with you, yours seemed like a very immediate assassination attempt. So
It did.
Mm.
You don't have anything to feel.
Honestly, one problem at a time. Let's just focus one at a time.
Mhm.
I am a little miffed, but you know what?
Ooh,
We'll deal with it.
so while we're thinking about that, I take out the shoot, where is it? The belt of frost giant strength.
I was gonna be going through as while we're sitting here, just identifying some of the stuff we
start-
got.
This
Sure.
feels right.
I
and I'll
would
put it
I
on.
would be assisting as well.
Sure.
And I'm also going after I put the belt on and started tuning to it, which is just an action. But I'm also going to take out. We grabbed 4 books from the pie room, from the Crimson Rose, so I will take those out, and place them on the table. These are
Yeah.
the 4 books that we took.
What was
Or
five?
glyphs of warding go off. Massive explosion. We all die.
What was the fire room again?
It was pie.
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 I didn't write that down.
that was like their
Loser.
research and library one, it wasn't?
Yeah, that was the
And
library.
that was different
one.
from the artifact one. I don't have that.
Yeah.
Notebook.
I think that's right. It was artifacts and like history or library.
Was that with?
That's
the
where we-
lab? What?
Well, that's where we fought with Tellius.
Oh, you stole. Yes, on your way out, you stole from there. Okay. See, that's why I
Yeah.
was confused because I was thinking it was still the labs with the weird arch theme thing.
There is one thing. What we stole. So there's 2 things I stole from the fiend in the initial room pie.
Hmm.
I stole an arcane focus, a gemstone focus item, and then some sort of chakram. I was gonna spend time to identify both of those.
Focus is just a focus, just a stone.
Okay.
Chakrams. I'm gonna say you need a enchanter to help identify what this is. This is pre-collapse technology
Oh.
and magic.
It's that good.
I'll read the
Okay.
titles of the books out loud.
Hate you. I fucking
Yep.
hate you. Just want you to know I take absolute pleasure every time Manfred goes down. Oh,
You're Give me an intelligence saving throw.
No, I just go down. You can come up with them later, but
Yeah, give me. Yes,
That's fine.
I'll get back to you. I'll give you the names of the books. We'll explore that in a moment.
I also had something curious I wanted to discuss. Was specifically you two, as I point at Anfirth and Faith.
Oh,
Yeah, I felt something interesting during that last battle that I had never felt before.
what do you
This
mean?
kind of
The very natural process, Ganu. It happens to all of us.
I was looking at Anfirth and I felt a way I had never felt before.
happens
Oh,
every
we've
day.
been there.
Oh my god. Why are you telling me this?
No. No, I felt this power coming from from a connection to the earth, just like a pure primordial connection to the earth, and I felt power there and was able
Like it just came to you and you didn't ask for it. Is that
Nope.
kind of thing? Yeah.
The Raxus around.
No.
And I was able to like cast a spell on Rio. I was just able to innately do that, and it didn't harm her right away per se. But my attacks against her were stronger, and she seemed slightly, I don't know if weaker is the right word, but like something was impairing her slightly.
Think that there's something helping you, or do you think it's just a natural connection to the?
I don't know. All I felt was a connection to the earth. I don't think it was. I didn't feel anything other than that.
Wait, was it like she was marked with something?
Yes.
Isn't that what you do, Annafirth? I mean, different elements, but couldn't you do something like that before?
I can. Don't do it often, but it's one of the first things that our Axis taught me to do.
Oh. Well, I was just thinking when we have time, maybe we can work together and see if there's anything else up my sleeve I can figure out.
Warlock party.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of my whole shtick is something gave me powers.
Yeah.
Annafirth a little bit too, I guess.
I mean, I kind of just fell into it. You were looking for it, so
I mean, I kind of fell into it too a little bit, if we're being honest.
I suppose so. You did fall into the water.
Yeah.
Literally fell into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not super pressing, but just like whenever we have some downtime, maybe talk about whatever and
Can you do it
try
now?
out some stuff. I can give it a go.
Do it.
I will attempt to cast Hex again, and I will do it on.
Do it on me.
Counter spell, no, I'm kidding.
I'll do it on Jennifer.
How do you like it?
I cast Hex on Annafirth.
I mean, it works.
There's no save.
You can feel that sensation come
Yeah, what-
over you, a magical presence pushing against your mind, something you felt and commented a multitude of times before. And there's a sense of intrigue now at Ganu, who keeps learning these incredible magical means through the very primordial land itself. And the essence of the world itself is just helping unlock these mysteries to Ganu, while yours is more learned through your connection with Araxis, and then your sister's is more learned through trial and error and more of a scientific approach. It's fascinating to see the differences in how each and every one of you approach magic, and Sho is strictly scientific approach of how he goes and does his stuff. And Rogue Boy over there is annoying, so that's it. We're cool.
I watch you do it, and then I can do it
He
sometimes.
copies it. There we go. He steals
What,
it like a good rogue.
Yeah.
What ability do you give me disadvantage on?
Constitution.
Oh no.
Everybody give me a Constitution saving throw.
Hell yeah, it's time, baby.
It doesn't affect saving throws, only ability checks.
Natural one.
Okay.
22.
Okay.
Wedding.
Okay.
It's so funny. My cat is like trying to get the dice on the screen.
10.
Okay.
Constitution. 12.
Okay. Anferth, Ganu, and Matthias. Okay, so Anferth and Ganu are buzz tipsy. Matthias is shit-faced drunk. And the other two have a nice buzz going.
Nice.
Guys, we're freaking heroes. We feel great. We can
Ganu,
do
you want to
anything.
have a drinking contest?
Yeah.
One bit of alcohol completely derailed the entire
I mean-
fucking group.
Hey, we both failed it, so.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Guys, hang on. Before we get into this, can we just at
Oh, boy.
least finish this up?
We could do them all tonight. We could handle every single thing. We could get it done. We could stroll into the forest that's on fire and put it all out, and we could go to Ashaya and bring it out of the ocean, and we could go and kick some nerdy professor's ass.
Yeah.
Give us 3 hours tops. We could do it.
Yes, that is the spirit I'm talking about. Oh, we totally.
How am I look at Adderforth. How am I doing better than him?
You've hardly touched your drink, you realize.
Because you're no fun.
So Annafirth challenged me to drink contest. Is there still anything in my glass?
No,
Or
both of you have already
tankard?
down yours, but
Down?
you can
Okay.
ask for seconds as he
I will.
you
Oh,
weigh
I already
down the
went up, and I'm
bartender.
bringing them. I'm bringing them
Yeah,
both
okay.
down. All right.
Yeah, he's bringing 'em, okay.
All right, there you go.
Hey, where's mine?
You can get your own.
Oh my god. So
Are you
rude.
even old enough to drink yet?
Yes? I walk
ignore
over
it
to the
now.
bar.
In Hlally world, they start at 13. Dragonborns have
knows?
weird lifespans.
Yeah. They start when you can handle it.
Fair enough.
They don't have rules and laws. They eat people.
All right, 1 for 1, Ganu.
You got it.
Get rolling, con save.
Annafirth takes his shield and he slams it on the ground, and you see the lightning bolt activate, and you see the tree just like basically explode in lightning.
Oh,
Go ahead. Con saves, you said?
Jeez, man, their floor.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Um,
18.
24.
Okay, you're both doing fine. You're both able to
Mhm.
down the first one with ease, and you get drunker, but you don't feel the adverse effects, and you're ready for round 2. Two of you with come on, looking at each other. You can do this all day.
I could do this all day. Bring it on.
Do again?
Go ahead and
Yeah.
roll again.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
26.
Okay,
5.
5.
Woo!
So
We're there,
um,
baby.
What Ganu accidentally gets is pure Frostborn wine, while Anferth probably has more of a diluted version of it. Ganu drinks the whole thing, downs it, and he's just like, easy. And as he goes to readjust himself in a seat, as soon as he stands up, he collapses onto the ground.
Easy.
Pull him out of the embers.
You guys are still on the frost side. The embers are across the room.
Okay.
Ganu, you got like spins so bad as soon as you stood up that you lost all your balance completely and then proceeded to black out.
Awesome.
You see Anfirth go up to Ganu, and he puts his hand on his forehead, and you see he kind of like looks away and then looks back, and then he wants to try to do a medicine check to wake him up.
Okay, go ahead.
You killed him.
10.
This dude needs
stabilizes
medical
him.
attention.
12.
It is super alcoholic. The drinks he just downed and how quickly he downed it. He may be a Goliath, but when it's 130 proof, it is it's a lot. But no hangover. No hangover. Just the good effects. Until you accidentally poison yourself.
So now that he's asleep,
For good.
I think we're probably gonna go to his forest. I mean, it seems like the best way to go.
I mean, a rogue druid tribe we might be able to handle more readily than, I don't know, Kozult or
Fucking monster from the deep.
yeah. I don't know how much we're biting off. He did say that his tribe was formidable, so if they're having issues, then it might be at least a little bit difficult. But
To me, that just sounds like we'll have strong allies.
that's true, assuming. I look at Ganu passed out, assuming they're all still alive. I mean, it's been a day or two since we had the visions, right?
Surely it takes longer than a day or two to siege an entire tribe.
I should very well hope so. I genuinely hope that.
Also, wait, now that I'm thinking of show,
Huh?
what happened back there?
What do you mean?
You were very focused on a book. On
Oh.
getting into that one save. When we were fighting that fiend.
Yeah.
What happened there? What is it? Have you looked at the book? Like,
I vaguely. Basically, it has
Just around.
it basically has a map to my everything. I mean, for as long as I've been around, the Kazarit part of me is, I mean, just something I've always wanted to learn more about and connection to. So,
I know I kind of yelled at Ashen about it, but I realized I didn't really look at it myself. Can I look at it?
yeah, if you want.
Try to see if I can make anything of it.
Yeah, I had a chance to show Ashen actually.
I lean over
Before
Faith's
we
shoulder
escaped.
like a little bit too close so I can peer at it too.
As you're handing it to Faith, the book gets yanked out of your hands.
By who?
Oh, giving that away, are you? What I tell you about that? As you get smacked in the head with the book, as you see an individual with a screwed up jaw next to you. I say, you troublemakers, you get something very special like this, and then you're out here drinking your sorrows away, sharing it with any flub that'll listen to your story. That's
Speaking
not
of drinking
the way to do
yourselves
this.
away, can you do anything to get him awake? He had a little bit too much of the.
Oh no, he's doing great. He's doing great.
Pretty sure
That's
he's
a
dead.
well-rested night. You
He
should have
hasn't
another
breathed
drink
in the
yourself. That is progress. It's good to see
if
you
you're-
all in
if you're
one
buying.
piece. Yeah, absolutely. As much as they want. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Are
am I-
people actually paying for things here?
You haven't seen any exchange of money.
So who are you again?
I'm best friends with little guy here. So then he takes the book and just smacks Matthias back onto the ground, or onto the ground for the first time.
We go way back.
Way back. Oh man, we have good
What does that mean?
times.
Like, do you know him from Messiah?
I'm pretty
Or
sure.
not
I-
from Last Star?
Yeah, Shia, we go way back, the alleyways, right? You and me playing songs for days.
Yes.
Mm,
Yes.
yes.
Are they bullshitting me right now?
You can make an insight check.
Yeah. Fuck you guys. That's a 24.
Yeah,
Right.
Matthias absolutely believes this, and the other guy is impossible to tell.
33 deception check, motherfucker.
You have no idea. You have no idea what's going on.
Okay.
Me and Sandro, best of friends. We've been through thick and thin together. Singing
Decades.
songs, doing all kinds of inspirational things.
I
throughout the
officiated his
land.
wedding.
It's true, he was there. I have the piece of paper that shows it.
Mm.
He signed off. I pull the marriage certificate that for some reason I still have in my bag out and
Yep.
use minor illusion to forge his signature on there.
It's already on
Why
there
do
when you
you
look at
have
it.
that?
You don't have to minor illusion. You just already see it on there.
So it is written. So it has been.
Why would you carry that with you? No
That's-
wonder your wife's
yeah,
mad
what-
at you.
She
Let
threw
her
it at
keep
me
that.
as I
Yeah.
was leaving. It was thrown
You-
at me with great velocity.
Don't worry, there's
Really?
plenty of copies.
That doesn't sound good.
Can we have the book back, please?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here you go. Here you go.
Does he let me take it?
No, of course he doesn't let you take it. You're crazy.
I like try to take it as like pull it.
He's holding it. You're pulling it, but no. Every time you try to take it, it's just an inch. He's like, "What's wrong with it? Just grab the book. Just grab the book." And it just
Have
keeps.
you-
What are you-
Like
what
the
are you-
Turkish ice cream guys.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
Exactly
yeah.
like that. It's like it's just a book. You just grab the book.
And I just give it.
It must not like you. Here you go, Show. Gives it back to Show.
Thanks.
You gotta be careful with that thing. You don't want that getting the wrong places. You never know what that might turn up.
I like Iki Iki better than you.
Why would you say such cruel things?
I like Iggy better than me too, so we're in agreement.
Okay.
He's a bit busy, so that's why I got sent here. And you know what? Not a big fan of you.
Are you our Uber home?
Oh hell no! Fuck that duty. I used to do that shit for the Heralds, and I'm over that. I'm just here to have a good time, kill some time, check up, see how you're doing.
Oh, you know, having an existential crisis from all the things we still have on our plate.
You know, we
Cool.
came here to relax, and then we immediately started looking at our to-do list, and I'm starting to think that I might be a workaholic.
Probably not the best idea.
Cool. Wow, I'm glad
Do-
you got your heads on right about you. Let me tell you, the people I used to work with used to run in the opposite direction from them problems until it came up there and nearly murdered all their friends and family. So, real
That's
responsible
really
choice.
concerning.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
Very bad avoidance behavior right there.
I mean, yep.
So, Sundral, is the city of Ashaya afloat right now?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Do you know
see
that-
him
do you know that
twirling
for
your
certain?
tax blade in his hand?
I trust him.
Excellent.
He'll give it back. When was, just out of curiosity, when was the last time you checked?
I made my rounds. Actually, that's why I came here, not just to harass you about the book, as he has the book back in his hand and puts it back in his cloak.
Oh my God.
No, but I was seeing if any of you feel any different. You do anything crazy? I don't see any curses on you. You didn't.
Well, Faith has a
mean,
curse. Faith for
I've
is
got
cursed.
something on me. I don't know if you can help with that though.
Yeah, let me take a look.
I'll like kind of show my cleavage a little bit where the mark is.
Whoa!
Faith, you rascal!
She's not even close to my type.
I've lived with sailors.
Fucking Sundrel. Not even close to my type.
Not even-
What is Sundrel's type? I need to know.
That's the question Juan wants. That's what he's gonna ask when he sees this. Is what Sundrel's type?
Good luck finding it. That's quite a curse you got on there.
Yeah, some sort of demigod from the beneath the waves. You know,
Yeah,
the usual.
It's quite the curse.
Sundrel's
Yes.
a pro at removing curses, right, Sundrel?
What? Yes.
I mean, I can remove curses as well.
I
don't
wasn't
think-
actually talking about that. What's up with this thing here? As you see Sundrel with his, he takes like a spoon off the counter there, or a wooden spoon, starts smacking you on your sea light tattoo. He's like,
Ah.
"What's that about? How's that feel?"
Why are you hitting me on my stomach? That's rude.
Keeps hitting it.
Why?
Anything? Feeling a little nauseous? Hits it again.
What's your whole deal?
It's annoying.
Okay.
You said it, they like started like glowing or something, right?
Hits it
Or
again.
are they just are the actual tattoos the normal right now?
They're all normal now. It was only in that moment.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I got a vision earlier, and they kind of.
Dime a dozen in this world, let me tell you.
I mean, they.
Anyway, yeah, okay, so-
do they look? They don't look any different.
No, they don't. He's like, well, that's for you to figure out then. You got a bad case of the oh fucks there. But back to your little scar here. This thing, yeah, that's not too bad. Could have been a lot worse, but that's fixable. You just need some of the little divinity. We'll fix that right up for you. We got pools here if you want to pledge to Hlall.
Abandon your god.
I don't recommend it. Not that she's a bad god, but just like you seem to have your own shit going on, and then when you add more gods into the mix, it ruins everything. It just makes everything way worse. All right, I would say go for one. Go for broke on one. That'll be way easier to manage.
But if one don't get it done, you might as well go for fun.
Go all in. Okay, so now
yeah.
you know the proper method. Like, so I knew a bloke a long time ago, real wild man. But he had that plan where he was just going to get everybody to claim his soul, and so then they could fight it out in the afterworld. He did it to 5 or 6 different deities, and I was impressed. I'll be honest with you. Even my shenanigans to do that to 6 different gods of hell. I mean,
They were gods of hell? They got punked by the dragons, so what's it matter anyway? You just gotta learn to pick the right ones, is what I'm hearing.
you took the right lesson from that. I'm proud of you.
Wait until you see the end of the line of succession, and then...
You're gonna make it far. That's why we get along. I'm glad I married
You're
you.
going places, kid.
Thank you, Sandro.
I don't even know what we were talking about.
Hey, wake up! He just kicks you and you're awake, Keanu. You're no longer
Good.
alcoholically poisoned.
Wherever we're going, I'm in. What?
Hey, we knew
I like
that
this
already.
guy. I like him too.
I mean,
Did
yeah,
I give him a
could try.
card?
I could try to remove this myself. We have a scroll, but
Well, what
I
is
don't know if it'll work strong. I don't know if it'll be strong enough to do
Wait, what's happening?
Faith's cursed again. Oh, wait, no.
I mean,
this is
I've
her
been-
first time.
I actually might be able to fix that.
I mean, I've got a bit of dust. If you want to try.
Yes, I would need dust.
Sandro's finished
yeah.
you, Doc.
I have.
I
I can do greater restoration, which removes curses.
uh
I
I-
would need some diamond dust.
I've got 80. I've got not quite enough for the full, but if you have any yourself, I only have about 80 gold worth left.
Yeah.
Sandro reaches behind the counter and just grabs some sort of drink concoction.
I mean, I also I have a scroll that's literally a scroll of removing curses, but
Oh.
Something in me tells me this is a little stronger than your average curse.
Why is
Your
it that we
average
can't just
everyday
get the
curse.
normal curses? Like, why can't I just be transformed into like a vampire or a werewolf or something?
So
That would be easy to get rid of.
I mean, that has happened before already. So
True. Yes.
Yeah, we
and we
actually
fixed
had
it.
the vampire
We fixed
one.
it exactly. Like, why can't these? Why can't
So-
our problems be the manageable ones?
I don't really want to
I think
ask for more of that, to be honest. But
We still don't know what's going on with Autumn. We've been away from her for a very long
Fuck
time.
Autumn! Oh my god!
I mean,
Oh, no,
stuff's-
no, we do know. We do know. She said she
We
was
know-
going to wait.
we know. I mean, we know she's back in Gloomhaven,
She's in
living
Gloomhaven. That's exactly
with all the
what I was
politics
going
of
to say.
that. But like, we told her we would try to make our way out there, and then shit went
sideways.
out the
Do you,
window.
do you still have her
Didn't even
number?
hit the fan; it went out the window.
Face, do you have her number still?
I
Can
do
we-
not. She is not on my list.
Oh no. She was so nice. I'm afraid of what's going to happen to her. Although we haven't heard any devastational news about Gloomhaven specifically.
Unless Sundril is about to rain on our night again.
You look
Sundrel,
over
what
at
do you got?
Sundril, and he's talking to a strange-looking goblin down at the end of the bar. He has the Kezeret book in his hand. He's like, "How much?" And there's a gigantic bag next to this goblin. He's just like,
I'm
the
gonna mage hand the book away from him.
"No, you're not."
I'm
Sundril
gonna
just
try.
sort of waves it away without looking at you. And he's just like, "You drive a hard bargain, but all right, I'll give you Forgat's heart. You want that? I'll trade that for the book." And you see him go,
Be concerned about this.
"Okay, all right, that
I
sounds
trust
good
him
to me.
entirely with my life.
You're not gonna get this. Enjoy your night, Bobbin." As he walks away, and Bobbin's just like,
Bobbin.
and Sundril
Have we
rejoins
met
your group.
Bobbin?
This is pretty valuable, show. If you ever need to like stay somewhere overnight, you could probably trade this for like a single night stay somewhere. You be careful with this, all right? This is valuable.
Worth
As he
at
hands it
least
back over
5
to you.
silver pieces.
Yeah,
At
very,
least.
very valuable.
Yep.
Yep.
I could have
One-
got
one
one of my
night
dead
stay.
brethren's hearts back. That's pretty valuable.
You're telling me
Did I?
has forecast.
What?
Did I recognize the name Forgath?
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah, that's the Warden of Flames, the red dragon god that you've seen visions of.
What happens if I eat that heart?
Oof.
You want to find out?
Yeah, kinda.
Let's trade the book. We can find out.
All right, let's do it. Hey, Bobbin!
Wait, hang on. I have more
Here's me
questions
crossing off
now.
all the plot hooks. Here we go, guys.
The next 30 episodes are just such bad indigestion.
Oh.
But in
Oh,
all
yeah.
seriousness, I would like to. You came here with somewhat of a. I feel like you said you made the rounds.
Oh, right. Yes. And you guys didn't do anything, right?
Not yet. No, we
Okay.
have been here for the past
Yeah.
30 minutes or so. Yes.
Past couple hours at this point.
Okay. Yeah. And it's been about about 5 or 6 hours since the old Crimson Rose Foundation fell. Very good. Yeah, that white dragon scaled individual is motionless now, just like a statue, standing in the old Chosen's place. So we were seeing if you had anything to do with that. Looks like that isn't the case, but they're thrilled. And Ulzul's
when did
back on
that
permanent
happen?
vacation, which is music to my ears.
How long after the Crimson Rose facility fell so that the guy went motionless?
Seems almost simultaneous,
Mm.
I feel.
from what I was
So-
told from the lovely Bologna.
We heard.
She was pretty cool.
We heard in the. While we were in the catacombs, him referred to as the one above all. Does that ring any bells?
Yeah.
Is that not new knowledge?
Oh, not for me, but for everybody
Okay.
else. Yeah,
Of
it's one of
course,
those.
not for you.
Yeah, no. So funny thing about that is I'm cursed to not be able to explain it, but I can acknowledge it.
Okay. Is that our problem? Is that the Herald's problem? It's not a problem.
It's nobody's
now.
problem now, it seems like, because if it was still moving, oh, I
Are
would
we able
relocated.
to
Wait, so is it
set up a prison?
an actual? Is it a person? Is there something
Construct?
in that armor?
If
Was
I could
it
tell you I
built-
would, but you know,
Okay.
millennia old curses kind of
Okay.
You know, I know exactly what you're talking about. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna push it. because
yeah,
That
see?
shit sucks. That
Yeah.
shit really sucks.
So, did the chosen, were they able to like put it in a prison of some sort or contain it? I mean, I
No,
understand
it's
that
just standing right in their living quarters. It's
and they didn't like put it, I don't know what they can do, put it in some other dimension or plane of existence or something.
nope, can't move it. So Raleigh just put boxes around it at this point.
Like physical, like crates. You mean?
Well, that was Mosnell putting the grates, but then she started actually putting some other actual magical means and apparatuses. It's all useless shit, but it
They
makes them
should
feel
totally-
better. They'll sleep a little easier at night, I think.
They should totally make use of it, like turn them into like a coat rack or like a shelving unit.
Yeah, right.
I suggested that,
Eventually, the-
and I got smacked on the head for that. So you try that next time. Well, they'll probably like it coming from you.
I mean, I thought it was.
I'll be fucking annoyed though.
Oh, shit! I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna walk out of the tavern.
Okay.
Like power walk.
What?
Yep.
I'm gonna go try to find fucking Taru. He was with us when Ari had Ipso, so he would have come with us.
Oh, he's just
Here.
sitting at the fountain again. Yeah, no, he's with
Okay,
your guys in the group.
I'm gonna go fucking
You guys just
get
went to
him.
the tavern, and he's just like, I don't really drink. And then he just
I'm
sort of
really-
wandered off. But he said it quietly to himself, like the introvert he is, and everybody just keeps forgetting about him.
I'm like, Ka, come.
Oh, yeah, what's
Come
up?
be a friend.
Oh, okay. He just wanders off as all these like stray animals were just all around him. There's like all these cats surrounding him as he was just talking to these cats alone by the water fountain.
Do the cats
In the
have purple
evening.
eyes?
we must protect him.
Yeah, I will drag him back to the bar so that he's not alone.
Okay. Hi, everyone.
But Power, regarding the harrowing experience that you've had for the past couple months, right?
Sure. Yeah, it seems like that. I don't
They
know.
just made you be a librarian. They also seem to believe that they could not dispose of you. Did they allude to any reason why?
They often kept referencing some other world. They kept using the like term superposition. I don't really know what that means. Or observed world. So they kept saying stuff like that. They were bringing up and debating different types of Meloras. I thought there was only one Melora, so I don't understand that at all. And they were really interested in my nightmares. And yeah, that wasn't fun to keep reliving, but otherwise they kind of left me alone. I didn't have any like autonomy. But I tried reading a lot of their books, learned some more stuff, and yeah.
Now, forgive me, but the nightmare that you're referring to, have you shared that with us? I don't want to press you beyond what you're comfortable with. However, if it's something that we could know to help protect you, learn a little bit more about who your enemies are.
I mean, they're just nightmares. I have trouble remembering them at times, so it sort of comes and goes. Just lots of pain, death. A lot of monsters and stuff. It's not great.
I mean, at the very least, we should probably have him chat with Ari. He's got the whole kind of gesture towards the markings all over him. Isn't that his whole shtick?
That's fucking rude. Sandro points out.
Faith, again, you really can't just see markings and assume.
That's like his whole biography is all about how he like converted from being marked like this to being under Zahir and like fighting for, like, he's like one of the champions of Maloran rights. Like,
Completely overblown. These exaggerated stories, and I tell you, he's we got much better champions around here.
Maybe if he was spending more time keeping the balance of the world and less time writing an autobiography, we'd be better off.
Yeah.
he didn't write an auto. People just wrote it about. Nobody sees him. He shows up like once every decade, like once every century.
And yet we've seen him like 3 times.
That's. I mean, you're right. That's weird.
Faith, it seems like you might have a little crush. That's pretty cute.
Shut up.
I'm disgusted right now. I want you to know that. Do you know how much older than he is than you? This is disgusting.
He seems cool.
He's being extremely sarcastic. From a nearly timeless dragon.
Taru, or no, excuse me, Sundral. Are you allowed to talk about the things that you know about Taru's situation?
I don't know anything about this fucker.
Okay, cool, fantastic. Wow, that's. I feel kind of similar.
Yeah.
Taru, if we say anything that causes you any kind of mental dissonance, please let us know, and we will stop, because that shit hurts. I know that shit hurts.
Sure.
So, if I say mirror world, does that mean anything to you?
No.
Okay. So.
Was Eric?
I mean, isn't that the guy we were fighting and escaping?
Yes.
Yeah.
Whenever you rescued me? A lot of that's blurry to me, but I don't have a really good sense of time. Things sort of just are moments and memories to me.
I'm more interested in that multiple Melora thing.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm spitballing. But what if Mirror World is here and our world is here, and the places where it overlaps, there are multiple copies of different things, but if it's just the right way, it all kind of comes into one. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not one for cosmology.
This is far too much thinking for me, I'll tell you that.
I mean that just kind of sounds like the ethereal plane at that point.
Sure, but that's like the goop between the layers, right? That's the peanut butter and the jelly between the bread, right?
I mean it kind of it is and it isn't. It's like it's hard to say because it is its own distinct plane, but it's also like sort of in everything.
We're just like, I'm glad you're okay, Taru. Genuinely, you've been through a lot, and I'm very impressed that someone of your stature has made it through as many things as you have. You have, I hope, a very peaceful future ahead of you.
Yeah, I hope so. I don't really understand what's going on.
What do you want to do? Where do you want to go?
I don't know. I don't really have any wants. I just
Do you
trying to figure things out.
Do you like want a normal job? Do you want to buy a house? Do you want to have a family? Like, what? Tell me about you.
I kind of woke up in a desert, and then I was taken, and I don't know. People were draining blood from me at times, and then I have these nightmares from monsters, and you guys rescued me, and then I got stolen back, and no one really tells me anything.
Matthias, I think what Tara was trying to say is a lot has happened, and I think he's just gonna chill for a bit.
You want some wine? It's very good.
Oh, I don't drink, but thank you, though.
Okay.
Do you get angry if you drink?
No, it weird things come back to me and it hurts. So I
Do
Alright,
you want some
fuck that
duck?
then.
It's fantastic.
The duck is very
It is
good.
very
It's
good.
super crispy,
Oh yeah,
although
I
it's
do.
probably a little bit lukewarm at this point.
Well,
How'd you
we'll
guys
have
look
to
at the
get
duck?
another one.
It's completely
Central
gone from
already finished it.
yep,
but
yep.
We can get another
Uh,
one. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go get some more. Maybe
That
go
was
get
the last
another.
duck, so I was just
No.
like, oh, we'll order
No.
something.
Stop. I already offered it. I'm gonna go find one in a market somewhere.
It's late at night, nowhere to buy it.
Go-
no
go-
one's open.
Go up and
Just
order,
find a duck on the street.
Find something else that's available on the
Yeah.
menu.
And you're able to order it. It comes in. Another type of like venison is able to be ordered. You see Sundrel just giggling to himself as he's going through the book on the counter, back down at the other end of the table.
You know, for
Alright.
somebody who keeps telling us how important this book is, you seem to be taking it from us a lot.
You're not doing a good job protecting it.
Come on, show. What are you doing?
Yeah,
Isn't
that's
this
not
your
show, honestly.
this is your heritage,
I-
This
man?
is your whole thing.
I took it out because someone asked, and then this dude just showed up. So
Are you just gonna let him take it from you?
you think I'm gonna have anything?
Oh,
I mean, look at
he's got nothing. I just like drunkenly try and sleight of hand it away from him.
As you half drunkenly try and do that, you see him just like when you try to take a toy away from your dog, and the dog's just like, "What are you doing?" It just takes it very slowly. The paw just pushes it back, though. Where you're still quick, even though you're drunk. Like everybody else, sort of has difficulty following, and he's just haphazardly like, "You're adorable." And then you like try again, and the shadow you're casting on on where you're standing and stuff, you start sinking into the ground a bit as you just.
Oh God!
Here, let me
See,
show.
he was afraid of me. I'm drunk and he almost failed.
I'll show him how it's done.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna
And
try.
I don't try to take it. I ask for it. Like I want to show how protecting it is done.
Such
Gotcha.
a solid guy.
That's a great call there. All right, Gano. Goes to hand the book over to you.
I try and
Okay.
swipe it during the handoff.
Okay. As you try and swipe it during the handoff, you miss it and find instead that you're not wearing pants anymore.
This was inevitable.
Sundrel has the pants over his pants at the moment.
How? It doesn't. They're like shorts on you, man.
Exactly. That quick.
It's a good summer look, but
It-
it's very cold.
Like a
again.
magician act. Everyone blinked and there it was.
Suddenly there were no pants.
Do I have the book now?
He's still holding it, but your hands on
Okay.
it as well.
I'll
As
try
his
to
grin
take-
is slowly coming up the side of his face.
and I will attempt to take.
He's not letting go. It's he's strong. And this book's pretty
Yeah.
durable.
Well, I'm not trying that. I'm just like, I mean, do you want me to try or not?
Joe, you have the power to end this, please.
He lets the book go, and now you
Okay,
have
I'll
the book.
take it.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take it, and then I will.
It's already gone. It's already as you
damn
took it. And you're like, all right, as soon as you're about to start, you see he's already just spinning it on the table with one finger. He just like, here you go again, as he gives it back to you.
Damn. Back to who?
You. He's giving it back
Me?
to
Okay.
you.
Oh, okay, cool. And then I'm gonna like pin it to my chest
Yep.
like this. Like, boom.
That was unfair of me last time.
That was sneaky though. That was impressive.
I know. It's almost as impressive as he reaches into his coat pocket and brings the book out.
Oh my god, that was incredible.
Oh my god!
Yeah, you're like, boy! You were feeling it the whole time. Just like
I start like reacting like they do like to like
What?
street magic. Yep.
street magic. Whoa!
Yeah, this is the reactions I live for. There you
Oh,
go,
did
Shell.
you guys see? Oh my!
Yo, is your
gives you the
dad
book
David
back.
Blaine? It's your dad.
You know, if your Iris wasn't poisoned, I'd bring him that book. He would love to read through that.
Is that
What makes
another
you say
person whose
that?
curse you can't fix?
Oh no, it's just because of the stupid Spider Queen. Maybe you
was-
guys
yeah.
fixed it. Maybe he's starting to feel
Yeah,
better.
she's fucking
was-
dead now.
Yeah, but he was one of the ones that went in before us. and
Yeah,
he was
yeah, he's been
recovering.
real sick. I've been taking care of him pretty good. Pretty. Yeah, he's great.
Oh? Oh? Are you sure about that?
So, I'm sorry we keep dancing around this. In order of priority, what should we look at first? What do you guys think?
So we
I
have all the
mean-
visions, and then autumn.
Autumn, I gotta write that down still.
Write
I
that down,
almost
write that
didn't write
down!
it down again.
Also, Show's whole thing with the book.
The book. Well, it's kind of hard to decide on that if we can't look at it.
Campaign's never gonna get an
Annapurth, you had voiced your opinion in favor of visiting Rumble again for Ganu's tribe.
yay!
I don't see any
So-
reason trying to take transport somewhere that could take us weeks if we could easily get to Ganu's village.
Yeah, I can get there like now.
I'd like to sleep first.
Oh yeah, we don't have to go now. I'm trying to
I
show you
need
just
to-
how fast I could do it.
Yeah, I need to try and get some supplies in the morning. For sure.
Faith,
Maybe. Maybe while we're at Ganu's village, we'll find some other transport that we'll be able to get.
maybe
Or,
we
I
should go to
mean-
Liket first. Armor up, you know?
I'm down
Oh,
for
we're definitely going. No, we
Wait,
haven't.
yeah, quick. Also, if we got some more, what was it, silver dust? I can attempt to. Oh, diamond dust. I can attempt to remove that curse.
I trust fully in your power, and you're magnificent, and you've displayed it several times. You remember shortly after Sho and I were separated. I can talk about this now. It's fantastic. When Sho and I had the Crimson Curse, and we came back, and we were near dead, had horrible headaches, couldn't talk about certain things, and Faith tried to look into us, right? You remember what happened to that? Faith, do you recall?
I know. I remember that whole experience. It's awful.
I think when we're dealing with curses that come from extremely powerful sources, we should exercise extreme caution when trying to remove them. Because I don't want to see you cursed because you're trying to do a good thing for Faith. If there's a more potent, more pure source of rejuvenation for her, maybe we should seek that out instead of risking your hide. Your
I mean,
perfect, wonderful
like
hide.
I said, I have a scroll that is built to remove curses. That's literally the purpose of the spell. But I don't want to risk using it up on something for no reason.
What if
no
what if
avail.
Annapurth gets bit by a vampire tomorrow? You never know. You're playing wall ball?
Oh no, Sandro is throwing the banana ring around.
Nice.
Ooh. Oh, wait. I have one just like that.
Yeah, I bet you do. Why don't you get it out?
Sure.
It's there. You get it out. It's fine.
Get it
Ooh.
out.
Aha.
Wow.
Yeah. Now I start throwing it around.
Yeah. We're wheeling it around, but oddly enough, Sandro doesn't have his anymore.
Wait, where's your? I wanted to like have them.
Yeah, we
stand
could.
together.
Do it together. Yeah, no.
Yeah, yeah.
Limited
No.
use. Limited use for me.
Oh, okay. Well, they're pretty cool though.
Yeah, they are. I have one made of bones. As he just pulls out a bone boomerang, he starts throwing that shit around.
Concerning.
Made from the bones of people that lie to me.
Oh.
That does not sound good.
That's how you teach people respect. You
That's-
make boomerangs out of their corpses.
That's very morbid.
Ah,
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
So, sorry, back on track. That Annafirth is in favor of going to Ganu's tribe. Ganu, I'm assuming that's where you want to go too, right?
Yes. I
Okay.
would really like to make sure everything's okay. Everything seemed important, so
Do we need to like compartmentalize, go in like achievable order, start the snowball, you know?
I mean, we could. I mean, if
Do
you're
you
asking
feel
me,
okay, Faith? Do you feel like if we don't find Sea Light soon, is she going to be okay?
I will. I think I looked at it once before, but I'll open it up. Open up the little pouch again. I think last time I looked at it, it had shaved a little bit, but it was still mostly intact.
Yeah, it's like
Is it
cracked in
any-
half.
Yeah. I mean,
There's a nice crack inside, all the way through the center of it.
my priority is dealing with whatever that Leviathan is. That's my vote. I want to help Ashaya.
Bill, what do you say? No, let me cast my vote first. I don't want to be the determining factor.
I
think-
don't care.
I think that
So,
we should
like
we-
whatever.
we should if it's a matter of keeping Faith as powerful as we can, we should destroy Kozald and then go to the forest. That way we'll come at the forest with even more firepower. Right?
I just want to read this book and go to the city. So
I mean, you could do that while we're on the boat, right?
I can read the book, yeah. But yeah, I don't really have a preference on anything, to be honest. And to answer your question earlier, I mean, you've hung out with Iki enough, right? He's all-powerful beings that decide they want to mess around with your stuff. I've decided I don't care, because I can't do anything about it right now, and I'm tired. And if he wants to have fun, he can have fun.
I gotta say it like that. It takes all the fucking fun out of it. As he walks over, goes in your pocket, and takes out a bad puns book and just puts the Kezerat book back in your cloak. And he just goes like, "Yeah, I'll see you later anyway. Good night, Taru." As he just leaves.
That's so nice.
I wasn't trying to be mean. Sorry,
No.
buddy.
you upset him.
Sorry, he'll be back.
I'm sure he'll be back, yeah.
All right. So that's 2 for the forest. That's 2 for the sea. And Sho, you are the deciding vote. You have to have an opinion.
Um,
Hmm.
I don't think we should go to the forest just yet, but
No,
if,
like
if Ganu, if you can really convince me, I mean, I'm down.
no, I would very much like to go. Do we even know that those visions are like of now? Are they past? Are they present? Are they future?
I mean, what Matthias said when we had them, it kind of seemed like they were the now.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Sundral did say that Ashaya is afloat. So at least there's that.
Well, in that vision, it
I
wasn't
mean-
drinking yet, right?
The generator in Ashaya may not necessarily have been keeping it afloat. It could have just been powering the city in terms of like
It's true.
function.
That's fair.
It didn't have enough. It no longer had enough batteries to make it fly. We know that for sure.
What did we do with the charge we had from Aquarius? Did we give that to Ashella or Ashen?
We had 3 charges from
We have
Aquarius.
three.
You sure you
And I-
don't still have the power stones on you? For sure you do.
We
I
still
thought
have
they're still in the
They're
bag.
in the they're in
Okay.
the bag.
Yeah, no,
They're in
I
the bag
assumed
holding.
like we would hand that
Yeah,
shit
we-
off as soon.
we
as
We
still-
hadn't really had a
Yeah.
chance to sit down and be like, by the
Yeah.
way, we could make your old home float again yet.
Yeah, I think we
Really
were just
had-
kind of like, oh, neat.
yeah.
So, yeah, they're still in the bag. No, I know my tribe is in trouble, but they can also hold their own.
I mean, it
But
does seem
if
pretty urgent, so
it is,
Oh,
it is,
oh.
which is why I would like to go. But if looking at the thing that's cracked down the middle, like if we're gonna lose a deity, that might be.
well, aren't your
That's-
people in a way kind of connected to a deity as well? I'm
But
not trying to
I mean,
like,
I will point this out. I have a vague idea of where to look.
I don't know if
It's
y'all
true.
really are
It's
familiar with
probably gonna be-
seafaring, but
yeah.
I mean, finding a cavern at the bottom of the ocean is
like,
spunky and
I've
got-
easy, right?
I've
Yeah.
got a several 100-mile region between
Mhm.
between
Okay.
Frostberry, Cinderport, and Easeldrift, and Rustwatch.
Where it
Real
could be.
quick,
right?
do you guys
That
mind
was
if
where
we
the
take our
Kezerat one was. That's not even your.
you guys mind if we take our break real quick? Emily just got home with the kids.
Yeah,
Not
definitely
at
go
all.
do that.
Okay, yeah.
But
Yeah,
that
thank you.
was here. Is this what you're talking about? This area was when you were trying to guess where the Kezerat place was.
No, I specifically asked when me and my dad sat down,
Yeah.
based on the region, like the trajectory of the ship. We looked up
Okay.
the manifesto, and we got
Oh,
like
yeah, I
some-
got you.
in
Yeah,
that
you're
little
right, you're right,
in
you're
that
right.
region is the approximate area of where
Yeah, you're
Sealight's
right.
original
I confused
cavern
it.
was.
I confused it.
Yeah,
My bad. Yeah, no, it's right there. It's right on the map. We're good.
yeah. I made a little mark of like in the center of the.
We're good.
It's like all we know is like somewhere in that large expanse of water, in that triangle between Easeldrift, Frostbury, and Rustwatch.
All right, we're back. Okay, so you guys are still debating on what to do with your lives? Nice.
Make a decision, show.
We were talking about the severity of. Well, we were talking about the radius of like trying to find this thing that's underwater,
Yeah.
and then we were talking about how the forest is legitimately just burning right now. Kind of trying
Yeah.
to weigh like the
And
Well, I
we
would-
know exactly where it is, and I can bring us there right now.
okay. Well,
Uh,
not
yeah,
right now.
Manu,
but-
how often can you do that? Is that like a thing you have to rest up? And
That is
people out of you?
something that I can do twice a day. Well, yeah, twice a day if I don't cast anything else like big.
So is it something we could just go check real quick if the forest isn't? I mean, I know that Matthias had mentioned before that maybe it's not all temporally linked. Like,
I'm
we
gonna make
wanna-
a suggestion. Maybe we should prepare a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're going
Yeah.
to.
Oh, yeah,
That's-
We have
well,
a
of
tendency
course,
to
yeah.
get caught up in
Yeah.
something immediately.
So like,
Yeah.
okay.
Step 1, go to the little kettle, right? Step 2, get the stuff from the little kettle, and then step 3.
Check.
Sounds like we're leaning towards the forest.
At least to check.
I mean, even just to check, right? If it's not
Yeah,
on
we'll just-
fire,
we'll
then
poke
there's
our head
no
right
fire
in,
to
And
put
if
out.
everything is all good, we'll leave, right? Yeah, that sounds like a good plan, right?
I mean, it's probably not going to happen, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
I love the plan. I love the optimism, but let's be honest. If the forest is on fire, it's
If
probably
the forest
not
is on
good.
fire, we
It's
have to
not
contact
good.
Smokey the Bear,
Or
the
just
mythical warden of
you
all
know,
the
I'll
woods.
I'll just prep like a create water, shape water, or whatever the spell
Yeah,
is,
you
and
know,
we'll call it a day.
kinds of wet things.
Yeah. Simple.
Okay,
Alright.
I need to sleep. I have some shopping I need to do in the morning. I have supplies I need.
We
Agreed.
can also sell some stuff if we want.
We also need to get offload some of our vast hoard in that bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spend some money.
Didn't we give somebody stuff and he was going to give us some of the money and then some of it later?
That was
don't
from a
recall that.
That
while
was
ago.
like the start
That
of
was
our
when we were
journey.
in Rumble the first time.
Yeah,
right?
that was so
I'm
long
pretty sure
ago.
that we were waiting on like 200 gold at that point. I'm not sure.
I
it's
don't
at that
think-
time anymore.
No. More recently, like we sold an item in our
What?
bag. Doesn't ring a bell.
Oh, you're talking about when we were exchanging those was it like chess pieces from Aquarius or something like that?
Something. We had something
We had, like,
valuable.
We were
statuettes.
dealing with an antiquity that we needed.
Yeah.
We provided to us a buyer who was going to
Yes.
sell it and then shared the
Yes.
profits with us or something like that, right?
Something like that. We got like some of the money. He was going to come back with the other. So we might want to see if that money's ready. I don't know how long that was supposed to take.
That was in Last Star, which is convenient
Which-
because that's where the little kettle is, right?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Oh God, who touched up the Last Star page? Was that you, Reed?
Nope. I don't know.
Hunter? Nice
His
job.
feelings
Are you
for
talking?
her.
Are you talking about? Oh, I mean, I
On the
touched it
Legend
up.
Keeper.
Oh yeah, but that was a while ago. Oh my
It
god.
looks
That's
really
what his
good.
feelings were hurt because Juan is obsessive with it.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
Thank you.
I think it's bedtime for our characters.
I agree.
Agreed.
All right. You guys want time to sleep?
Motherfucker, why do you say it like that? You said it was a sanctuary.
He always says it like that.
I always say it like that. That's why.
Do I need to stay up and keep watch?
Absolutely.
Up to you.
I'm gonna fucking try to sleep.
Yeah,
Danu
let's sleep.
collapses on a bed and goes to bed.
Make sure that you guys adjust your HP back from the aid spell.
It should automatically revert when you
Yep.
long rest.
It already took it off.
Can I click the
Yeah, I
long
think it
rest
does take
button?
it off.
Bold of you to long rest already.
Okay.
All right. Everybody's going to sleep?
Yep.
Faith.
Of course.
As you fall asleep, you have a great night's rest, and all of you get a full long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
You.
Ah! Won't be as funny when it's painful next time.
Yeah.
If we were anywhere else, I would take it more seriously. We're in a pretty good spot.
Yep.
So we decided to go to Last Star.
Last star.
I hope we don't.
I have components I need to buy before we leave here.
Okay.
Yep. Do we have another way to Last Star, or do I need to bring us?
Depends on what powerful friends we run into here.
I mean, Ari did kind of say to sit tight, so.
No. Did he?
That's a good point. Can you
I am, however, going out for spell components.
Okay, you going outside?
That's the
Okay.
plan.
As you exit
Ooh.
the tavern by the fountain in the morning, you see all the shops are now out in more marketplace. Marketplace setting, selling all kinds of different goods and items. But what you immediately notice is by the fountain, there is again Taru, but next to him is Tullius, and he's handing them snowballs, and he's just like, you got to aim a little above their heads if you want to hit their heads. And Melody is sitting on the edge of the fountain, just watching as you're watching Taru pelting little dragonborn kids that are behind a wall. Also returning snowballs that Tullius has a shield, and he just keeps blocking it as he's instructing Taru.
I'll probably go over and just be like, hello.
Hey, good morning. Wait, good morning. Good morning, sleepyheads. What are you lot doing here? In my place, in my home? Jeez, I thought I had enough of all of you. No,
Ari
yeah,
kind of
hit 'em
dropped
in-
us off
They got
here.
big snouts. Just hit them in the snouts.
But we're trying to figure out.
Mm.
I mean, I was gonna go pick up just components, but I mean, we might be on our way again. There's stuff we gotta do. I mean, we heard good news that
Oh,
white awful thing stopped moving apparently. So
Oh. Yeah. I checked on that. I'm a good friend. I went and helped him out. Good thing it was solved before I got there. Oh, sorry, Taru. As a snowball hits him in the face.
Oh, yeah. I mean, how are you? Good to see you, Melody. Hi.
She just waves, very happy, smiling.
Is she in her like Melody form, or is she in?
Yep,
Okay,
Melody. She's
it's
Melody.
like good. Yeah, you're looking a little happier right now, so that's good.
She's
That's a
nothing but
plus.
smiles and bubbliness.
Not pissed that her boyfriend faked his own death.
He didn't fake it.
He did actually die.
He died. He fucking died.
It's all an elaborate ruse.
Yep.
So question.
Yes.
You were with us when we got him, as I kind of gesture towards Taru.
Yeah.
Do you have any more? Do you know anything more about him, or are you still as perplexed as you were before?
He's interesting to say the least. Yes, I'm talking like you're not here right now. Throw higher.
Okay. Great information.
Has he told you anything about himself?
That's pretty invasive. You can add. He's right
Well, no,
here.
like
I know you're introverted, but you need to speak up. I'm going to help you. You're going to be more charismatic than you care to ever be in your lifetime.
He's told us he doesn't know much.
Oh, he knows plenty. Lying sack of shit. As he starts poking Taru, he's like, "Oh, stop. You have claws. Why would you do that?" All right, that's enough. That's enough with the snowball games, anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, once you're shopping for stuff, though, go do that. Go do stuff with your lives and such. Enjoy the world. The Crimson Rose are no more. We are free of that nonsense. And I'm on vacation for at least another 24 hours, so I don't care about anything.
So you didn't want to hear about the giant evil Leviathan that's gonna sink a city, do you?
Don't care. Let it sink. Not my problem. Go tell someone who cares. Maybe Ari does, but I doubt it. He's too busy being an emo boy right now.
Okay.
Boo-hoo. How could I forget about this person?
I'll
Samir was my best friend, dude. I don't fucking remember it, so. I know. Yeah,
I'm gonna summon Birdie to fly around and enjoy the skies, and we'll make our way to the market.
Oh, that's right. We have familiars. Oh,
yep.
Jeez.
There's as it's flying around though, you definitely get looks every now and then of like wyverns or dragons going over and being like, "Do I eat it?"
Ooh,
and then they're like,
wyverns.
Yeah. So like a while after Faith leaves, Ganner realizes he also wants spell components.
Yeah.
And goes out and tries to find it on his own.
Okay.
He's like, I can find it.
Classic fucking gang.
As soon as you walk outside, you see Talia. She's like, "Oh, Ganu, what are you doing out here?"
Oh, I realized I also need stuff. Yeah, after Faith left, so I'm trying to get spell components.
Oh, I know a guy. Come here. And he guides you over, and he's like, "Show you the best guy in town." She's gonna go to that ripoff.
What an asshole!
As he guides you over to where.
Oh man, buddy, you're the best.
Hey, you have my card still.
I do. It's right here. I always keep it safe.
Very good. I will be calling that in. Don't you worry. Now that things are better.
Fucking sun driller.
Any day or night, you can call me in.
Oh, that's the commitment I love to hear. Isn't that right? Hail the darkness. No, not you. Not now. As you now see, there's a gigantic goat just walking behind you guys with Melody sitting on top of it.
Oh my god.
Who is this?
Oh, don't worry about that. And you don't do
okay.
any deals with it. Whatever it offers you, do not take it, and don't let it take anything from you. just smack something out from the hoof of it. It's like, no, I mean, it's not even worth value. What's the even point of stealing that? Hail the darkness. Yeah. No, right here. Here's the shop. But yeah, no, he's a good little shin. You go, and he just closes the door.
Oh.
You can hear outside being like, "You're trying to embarrass me in front of one of my friends." Like, what is that all about? Hail the darkness. Oh, it's real cute.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on? As you see a red, like really dark red, like not maroon, a little lighter than that, but like the skin is faded over time. It must have in his youth been a bright red.
Sure.
You see the individual has two purple eyes, a scar that goes down his face and then cleaves down into his shoulder. Wearing basically some pretty modest sort of like, I'd say robes would be generous. Just lots of dragonborn skin hanging out there, scaly dude, and just what modesties need to be covered are lots of earrings and jewelry all around, noses on his nose, on his ears, up on his horns that go straight up into the air. He has one of those classic cigarette smoking sticks where it's long, where it's holding it. I forget what those are called. Does anyone remember?
No idea.
No idea.
Like the pipe?
Not a pipe, but it's longer, more like Art Deco and how people would use that.
It's a cigarette holder.
Yeah, it holds the cigarette at the end. Yeah.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's got very bright coloring for all the other the little garbs he has are of very bold statements of color. Inside the shop, there are smells of incense fighting one another. So then it's just like Bath and Body Works, which is too much. It's overwhelming. But out and about in the shop are all sorts of magic items and materials and apothecary in here. A little mix. It's modest, but it's a mix of an apothecary and a magic shop. What can I do you for?
Oh, yeah. Helios just pushed me in here because I needed spell components. He recommended you.
Telius?
Yeah.
The Herald.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever you want then. He's back? He's what?
Yeah. He was just outside. He's probably walked away by now, but yeah.
He goes to the front door, opens the door, and they are 2 inches further as Tullius is in a further argument with Yun right now. And he's like, I haven't seen you in like 15 years. What the fuck? And you see Tullius being like, oh, hey. Anyway, as they start, he goes back to ripping something out of Yun's mouth. He's like, closes the door. It's like, it's good to see him. That's the longest conversation we've had in ages.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Anyway, yeah, good to know. Glad he's back.
Yeah.
Whatever you need.
Yeah, sure. Well, I'm Ganu. And what's your name?
I literally just closed these notes because you guys are moving on. I'm Emish Alazar.
Emish
Dog.
Alazar.
More like Amish Elazar.
Me too. Apologies, I was just like dragged and shoved in here, so I didn't see the name of your establishment.
No worries. Sign could use a touch up or two anyway. But whatever you need, a friend of Tullius is a friend of mine.
Cool. I could use diamond dust if you have any of that.
Yeah, we got some of that.
Sure. Let's see. How much do I want to get? Ooh, how much do you have? Just give me an idea of what I'm looking at.
Well, how much you need? We have a thing called a dragon horde here, and I have some trade deals with some of them, and
cool.
Stuff's modest.
Well, we're about to do a lot of dangerous stuff, so it could be useful to have quite a bit. So I'm thinking maybe, how much money do I have? A lot. Okay. What about like 500 gold worth?
Sure, I can do that easily.
Cool.
I also do for trades as well. If you do any work out here in Pink, I'd be happy to hook you up.
I'm always up to pick up a job.
Cool. Well, in the meantime, then we could do it for half plus a job, and you get back to me. I could put the rest on loan, put it down in front of Tullius. I'll get it back one way or the other. But there's
Sure. What? Hold on.
there's a ruin out in Pink that could use some delving at some point. Deep down inside there's a little artifact I've been looking for. Something pre-collapse. It's 3 or 4 collapses ago. Back in my heyday. I mean a lot for me if you could cover it. Thing was a crown of sorts. Dragonborn crown.
A dragonborn crown.
What
You
you'll
said
notice on
your-
it. What's that?
You said your heyday a couple collapses ago?
Yeah. We came from another time. We went into another dimension in Cinder, and
Well, that's fun.
it was fun as a way to describe it. But I kept my head down. But I do miss some of my old stomping crowns and trinkets. It was
Yeah.
once called Ellesmere,
Ellesmere.
but they also called it the Forge's Fist. I wasn't much of a forger myself back then, but I had my own little shop. Go back there, recover anything from my old shop. I mightily appreciate it. The crown should be in there. You can tell I had what I thought absolutely gaudy thing now when I look back at it. But I had nice out front, a big dragon face in flattened onto a metallic sign. It's probably still there. Made it out of adamantite. Terrible investment. Yeah, you do that for me, and I'll give you a 50% discount on anything in the store as well.
Cool. Yeah.
For you, any friends, do that for at least 2 or 3 items in here.
Cool. I'll definitely check that out.
All right. Here, and he gives you the 500 gold pieces worth of diamond dust, and he only needs 250 in exchange right now.
Yep. 250 for 500 gold's worth diamond dust.
Yep.
Awesome.
And he offers his hand out for a handshake though to seal the contract.
Yeah. I handshake it.
All good.
All good.
Take another level in Warlock.
So I didn't take Warlock. I did Magic Initiate.
Nice.
I'm taking a level 1 Warlock.
Ooh.
Plot twist.
Fucking stop.
Plot twist.
Just to completely fuck my
It's a
character.
party of
Yeah,
all
right.
warlocks. Only warlock party.
I mean, it would be good on me.
I was just building a warlock.
Oops, all
warlocks.
Well, it was very nice meeting you.
Same to you. Anything else before you leave though?
I can take it. I have some money. I can take a gander.
Okay. Let me get the shop. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
I'm good on like weapons and armor, but anything like kind of like rings or things that you can just kind of like add on that have effects possibly.
Yeah. Oh, this is a shop that doesn't really have any weapons for that matter.
Yeah, so I wouldn't want weapons anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe like protectives, like magic protection.
I'm looking through the inventory now.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, it's armor. No. That's a weapon. Don't need that. Roll. There we go. Here's the gambit of what I have in stock at the moment, but I always refresh within the week. You'd be amazed at what dragons can bring for trade.
Oh yeah.
I have slippers of spider climbing here. I have a robe of the Archmagi here. I have a necklace of fireballs. I have a dust of sneezing and choking, and a cloak of invisibility. Boots of speed there. Those are real nice. And I have some of these beautiful pigments here that are pretty marvelous.
Oh, what do the boots speed do?
Yes.
While you're wearing these boots, you can use a bonus action to click the boots' heels together. If you do, the boots double your walking speed, and any creature that makes an opportunity attack against you has disadvantage on the attack roll. If you click your heels together again, it ends the effect. When the boots' properties have been used for a total of 10 minutes, the magic ceases to function until you finish a long rest.
Okay. And how much would that cost?
Well, normally they're 4,000 gold pieces, but with a discount, it'd only be 2,000 gold pieces. And that would be your second item on discount on loan.
Sure.
Obviously, if you never come back, you got about a year buffer, and then the items will stop functioning.
Fair enough. Shoot. There was another one. What was the second thing you mentioned?
Robe of the Archmagi?
Yeah, what is that?
This elegant garment is made from exquisite cloth of white, gray, or black and adorned with silvery runes. The robe's colors correspond to the alignment for which it was created. A white robe was made for good, gray for neutral, black for evil. You can't attune to the robe of the Archmagi that doesn't correspond to your alignment. You gain these benefits while wearing the robe. If you aren't wearing armor, your base armor class is 15 plus your dexterity modifier. You have advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. Your spell save DC and spell attack bonus each increase by 2.
What color is it?
White.
Mm-hmm. What are people's alignment?
Everyone's good.
Everyone's good? Okay.
Everyone's good alignment.
That sounds like a really good Annaford item, I gotta say.
That sounds
right.
That sounds like a good item. And how much would that one be?
That one's 34,000 and it's 16,000 half off.
4,000 inventory. We actually that doesn't even like put a dent.
Welcome to being rich.
Yeah.
How many Lamborghinis is that?
No, I should change the music. Let's go.
Actually, no, I was looking at the wrong one. I could pay for it, but it's not as it would do more of a dent than I thought it would. But we actually have stuff.
Good item.
It is a really good item, and we have a lot to sell, so I'm thinking about taking it. No, I'm going to. I think someone in my party could make use of that.
I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to sell it. You'd be amazed by the amount of people that can't use it here.
I don't think we'll have any issues with that. You said 16?
16,000, yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right.
Thank you for the business. As he takes the robe and he just flattens it. He puts his cigarette on a holder, flattens it out, and then all of a sudden he just twists it just a little bit like he's gonna actually go to like smack somebody with it. But instead, as he twists it, it's completely folded in just one go on his hand, and he puts it in a little wooden box that's all velvet inlaid, and then he closes it, and then he puts a little latch down on it and hands it over to you.
I remember what it was called.
It is the robe of the Archmagi.
The Archmagi.
Archmage.
Archmage. Well, Archmagi. Magi.
Gibby.
Robe of the ARCH.
Archmagi.
Magi.
Magi.
Arch Maggie.
Arch Maggie.
It's like your aunt, except even more powerful.
We're at level 13. I don't give a shit anymore.
I'm not an asshole, and I won't make fun of Reed.
Thought it was a lateral
Very
move.
cool.
Gee, I wonder who could make use of that.
I think there was one other that
So
I was
many
curious
people.
about.
I mean,
Literally so many.
3 of us are sitting here salivating over this.
Phil Gander going to the great place. No, I'm excited to role play the next shop.
This place fucking sucks.
It's a good thing
Remind me,
Ganu has all the money, and I just have a
Yeah, I do have
small
all the money.
amount.
I have all the money.
I have a bit of
back.
money.
Is there what was between the robe and the shoes? I thought there might have been one more.
There's
I was
slippers of
curious
spider
about.
climbing. There's the marvelous pigments, the necklace of fireballs, the dust of sneezing and choking, and boots of speed. Cloak of
buy the pocket
invisibility.
sand.
And the cloak of
I
invisibility.
was curious about. Oh right, that one too. There was a bunch of stuff.
Pocket sand.
I want to know about the pocket sand.
Okay. Dust of sneezing and choking. It's
Yep.
only 480.
Yeah, exactly. So
Found in a small container. This powder resembles very fine sand and appears to be a dust of disappearance, and an identify spell reveals it to be such. There is enough for one use. When you use an action to throw a handful, of dust into the air, you and each creature that needs to breathe within 30 feet of you must succeed a DC 15 con saving throw or become unable to breathe while sneezing uncontrollably. A creature affected in this way is incapacitated and suffocating. As long as it is conscious, a creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on success. The Lesser Restoration spell can also end the effect of the creature. It is a control debuff incapacitating tags.
Yep. And then yeah. And then the cloak of invisibility.
Mm-hmm. As one special, this actually came from the shedding of the skin of one of our dragons here, one of our ancient ones.
Whoa.
Whoa.
While wearing this cloak, you can pull its hood over your head to cause yourself to become invisible. While you're invisible, anything you are carrying or wearing is invisible with you. You become visible when you cease wearing the hood. Pulling the hood up or down requires an action. Deduct the time you are invisible in increments of 1 minute for the cloak's maximum duration of 2 hours. After 2 hours of use, the cloak ceases to function. For every uninterrupted period of 12 hours, the cloak goes unused. It regains 1 hour of duration.
Whoa, so like doing actions and casting spells doesn't make you not invisible.
Yep.
Pretty good.
Ooh,
That's a greater invisibility.
yeah. How much is that, baby?
80,000.
Yeah.
Oh, we can afford that.
Maybe
Maybe.
you have to come back for that one. But
Yeah.
But what about the discount?
There is the discount.
there is, it's not still.
It'd be 40,000. And because
We
it's,
don't have it.
there are also other effects because of it being made of dragon skin as well.
I will mortgage my house. that I
But
don't
guys,
have.
what about the train car?
I know.
Yeah, right. I know.
Cool magic
car.
items, moving house. Oh no. Welcome to my dilemma
I
on
mean, we
Resident
could
Evil
just-
already. My
We
first,
could just
I just met
Yeah.
the merchant. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know what I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to waste my money. What if I
Oh
what if I
my
invest in the
God.
wrong thing? I can't upgrade anything right now.
It's
It's
Yeah.
excessive how many weapons are in this game already, and I've literally just started compared to
Oh,
the other
yeah.
games. And then I'm like, I'm pretty sure there's an RPG in this game. This is gonna be awesome. Anyway, sorry, Zach. What were you saying? Well, Zach was gonna say something, but if you keep going, then he's not here. Fine, go ahead, Ryan.
Oh, I was just gonna say we could get the magic items first and then resell them.
use them. Okay. Well, this
Used
robe,
like new.
this robe is incredible, and the dust will be the diamond dust will be very useful. Thank you so much for your time. We're gonna go on some awesome adventures with this stuff.
I cannot wait to hear all about it.
Mm.
One of the joys I have is the stories each of my items
I was gonna say,
interweave.
I feel like someone of your occupation kind of enjoys seeing stuff going out and doing cool stuff.
Yes, it always has a way of finding its way back to my shop. Funny enough.
Well, I'm gonna go show this to my party and see what we want to do.
Take care.
Bye. And as I leave, I'm gonna peek at the sign out outside the door to see what the name of the shop was.
Yeah. Draconic inventory.
Draconic inventory. Draconic inventory. Cool.
You now see Tullius as Iki Iki in the streets instead. Only like another 2 blocks down from where they initially started.
Yeah, I'll just walk over and be like, Iki Iki. And, or I guess Tullius? Wait, should I call you Iki Iki when you're in this form?
Yes, definitely call me Iki Iki in this form. Did you see how bad that was? He recognized me. That was awful. You know what he wants? Favors. I hate favors.
Oh,
The
no.
worst.
Although, yeah.
As far as you know, I'm dead. Mum's the word. The Herald's super dead.
All of them.
No, because then they can go bother the other ones.
Oh,
Aries
right.
is especially free now. I want you to spread that
Okay.
rumor. He's got nothing better to do with his time except
If
mope
anyone-
around Car's tool like a little bitch.
If anyone has a problem, they should talk to Aerie.
Yes. Canu. Excellent. Excellent.
Spread the word.
Aries going through Ipso's
Yeah.
like really old stuff. This was probably his sock.
There's a lot of
yeah.
sad shit happening. I was debating whether or not you guys would join him in Car's tool today. I'm like, nah.
Nah.
I want to
Um,
enjoy the session. Fuck
no,
this.
but Iki, and I wink.
He winks back.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thanks for the tip. I got some cool stuff.
He always has the best stuff. That's why I always go to him normally as Iki Iki. That's why he didn't know it's me all these years.
Oh, he said 15 years. Wow.
Yeah, it's the last time I showed
Oh,
him.
you,
It was a
you
mistake.
fooled him good.
Hey, got to keep it up. You know, there's some
course.
wacky nights, and I don't want to explain anything we did that night.
Oh, fair enough. All right, well, enjoy the rest of your vacation. I will not bother you until it's over.
That's a terrific
Hmm.
statement. I like you, Canu. Faith is so annoying. You're so incredible how you put up with her. It's really something else. He reaches back and then pulls out the box that you just bought and gives it back to you. Again, sorry for my friend. Feel the darkness. No, it's not for you.
oh, that's not a problem. But I'm gonna go before they take
You
it
should
again.
be on your way as he's
Yeah.
currently chewing on the reforged claw of Hlall right now.
Yep. So I'll bid him adieu and head
Yep.
back.
The eyes on that thing were spooky as fuck. They were weird.
Yes, fuck.
All right. Show and fate.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a D20 investigation check to go find a shop. Which shop you guys go to?
You know what? It's getting late. I might use my D20 inspiration right here. Cause fuck it.
Oh, I had my
18.
inspiration I never used.
This is for an investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah. A measly 18. I'm so much smarter than that. That's fucking bullshit.
37.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm not gonna keep it, so.
Yeah. You guys come upon a shop. It's a classic
normal
looking
shop.
magic stand, rather, that's outside a storefront right now. They're all enjoying the beautiful summer day right now.
Like a lemonade stand, but it's magic.
Yes, but it's much bigger. It's more like a farmer's market.
Is this a JoJo's reference?
Nope. Just a
What's
farmer's
a
market.
stand?
Hello?
Hey, what's up there? What's going on?
Looking for magic supplies?
Found it.
Oh, great. Spell components?
Right there, pick your own. It's all kind of like the rock candy kids would get when they visit How Caverns or some shit. It's all just laid out there. Help
Do you
yourself.
happen to do anything a little bit more custom?
Are there rubies?
For a price, potentially. What's up?
Do you have rubies?
Do I have rubies? Yeah, I got rubies. Not
Sweet.
many, but I got some.
Okay.
I need.
This is a gray scale dragonborn, lacking his horns. They seemed like cut off there. Purple eyes and markings of madness tattoos that are long faded and some scarred on somewhere. It seems like on his arm in particular too, like almost like an itch has really torn into one of his arms. And he's wearing again, I'd say more modest than I can't even read my fucking handwriting. Imish? Yeah, it's Imish. Than Imish. But nothing too crazy. Even though it might be like warm or chilly where you guys are, it seems like they're often uninterested in whatever the weather is in the world. They seem pretty comfortable in their surroundings, the Dragonborn.
I'm looking for kind of a potent ointment. It's a mixture of like mushroom powder, saffron, and fat. It's for true sight.
Definitely don't have that here.
Okay. Any idea where that might be in this area?
I can sell you a potion of true sight if you need that.
No, I can do it myself. I just need the components.
Gotcha. Well, I have what I have here, and around here you could probably bargain with some of the ancient dragons here would be able to have some of those components. It's not really something that comes up too often, needing true sight, and that's why I normally don't trade for it.
Okay. What about, do you have any like reflective focuses, like a crystal ball or a mirror or something?
Oh,
At
yeah.
least
Yeah,
at least
dime a
like
dozen.
1,000 gold worth of.
Sure.
I'd like to take one of those, if like a mirror or something.
Brings out a wooden box as well. Seems like this is very customary here. And inlaid is a bunch of crystal balls. There's 3 of them laid in. Each of them have bases with different color. One is like an emerald base, one is a gold base, and one's a blue sapphire base.
Ooh. Take the blue sapphire base.
There, that'll be 1,250 gold pieces.
Okay. I will pull out 125 platinum.
Cool. He takes it and just puts it in his little bag of holding.
At that. Do you happen to have like diamonds or diamond dust?
Always a popular item, you bet. Brings up a little tray of diamonds and a little thing of diamond dust up there. He's like, this is what we have left over. You came a little late. You're cleared out by a lot of people today. And the usuals. You gotta be careful with the old hordes that get made here. Hey, you wanted the ruby? How much ruby do you need?
About 1,500 gold's worth. So
Yeah, I can do that. You see, he goes over to like a couple down, and he just touches the guy on the shoulder, and he's like, I need that. And he's like, what the fuck? And he's like, here. And you see them start exchanging some stuff, and he brings back, and he's like, 1450 ruby. Will that fly?
yeah, perfect. Thank you.
And then you can pay him for that as he hands
Yep.
over a nice bag inlaid with his little logo on it, which is the dragon breathing fire.
Beautiful.
But it's very minimalistic.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I maybe get 200 gold worth of diamond dust?
Yeah, I think we just about got enough there. Pours it all in, like weighs it a little bit. He's like, leans over to the little pile of diamonds that he has there and just crushes one and puts it in and goes, there you go.
Oh wait, what did I do here? Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay.
How long are we
okay,
spending in here?
okay.
Whatever you guys want. I don't give a shit.
Perfect. I'm gonna need an entire day.
And then I think
We're in the perfect spot. You'll see.
I'll get.
You'll all see.
I'm gonna. Yeah. Thank you. If you have any suggestions on where I could maybe try to find that mixture, or who might be able to concoct it or something.
You might want to go to Zeriel's place.
Zeriel.
She is one of the wiser dragons around here. Her tower's he points down, far down the place. It's the big pointy one that's purple and black, and it's got bits of gray in it. That's hers.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thanks for the business. You have a good day. Just don't stay in the sun too long. It'll fry your skin.
That is very good.
That's wise advice.
Okay. And Firth
guess.
and Matthias, do you guys want to do anything?
Just
I'm
eating breakfast.
yeah, I'll enjoy a slow morning with Annifirth over some hash browns and sausage. My goal, however, though, is to spend our glowstone on that chakram eventually when we get
Yeah.
to.
So you don't visit your family here?
Are they here?
Yep.
What the fuck? I didn't know that.
I know, you fucking piece of shit.
It'd be funny if he just didn't. Bro.
Perfect lore friendly. I wasn't even going to bring it up, but I'm just like, this is pretty good. Over breakfast, you're just like, oh, right, because we brought them to the sanctuary, and the sanctuary wasn't safe, so then they came to Hlally World, so your family could be safe here. Then Ralia took your memories to take you to the Crimson Rose place. God, you're so shit at being a dad.
I'm just so used to not having to do this. Do I have an inkling as to where they would be?
No! You're so shit at this.
Shit. I run out the door. Start looking for halflings.
Follow him. He didn't even say a word to me, but I'm following him.
Okay, the two of you are outside in the streets right now. Middle of the day, the market square. People are going about their days.
Annifirth, I need you to get big. I need to stand on your shoulders.
I get big.
You get big.
I climb up him and look.
I pick him up and put him on my shoulder.
And you see a couple people just being like, what's that? Just but walking
Have you
by.
seen any
and it's
halflings?
just,
Any halflings around here?
You're a halfling.
Other than me? A small one? One little girl? One beautiful woman, love of my life, worst mistake I ever made, all that. I'm
You're
oversharing,
embarrassing
sorry.
yourself. People are
All right,
cringing, looking around. You can see some wyverns coming around you. Almost like, when mosquitoes go at you and your fingers all the way, like, highest point of your body. Like, just sort of pecking at you.
Oh. I hear these things' venom is actually pretty potent. No, focus. All right, do I see anyone that I know?
Make a
Any
perception
allies
check.
that could point me in the right direction?
Make a perception check.
He's pretty high up. Does he get advantage?
Sure.
Hell yeah. Let's see. Okay, we'll take that one. 16. No, I'm not gonna use it yet.
You're in a
Not the penultimate.
foreign city, in a foreign continent,
Yep.
surrounded by foreigners.
Mm-hmm.
You know nobody here. You have no idea. And it's a city populated with hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah.
And you're
I'm in
just
trouble.
standing outside of one tavern in one section, shouting for your wife and kid. But people don't really seem to be upset or fazed by it. They're just kind of like, someone's having another breakdown, it seems.
All right. Backflip dismount off of Annafirth.
Yep.
Walk back into the
20
tavern.
feet down
Ask.
to the ground.
Yeah.
Yep.
Take 12 damage.
Yep.
I walk back in and talk to
Hobble
Jarl.
back in.
Hobble back in on my broken ankles.
Yep.
Jarl, do you have any idea where people might bring refugees or like any settlers that are new to town that are just being sequestered for a moment?
Frostborn normally do all that shit. They're pretty big about the old helping others and clergy and converting and outreach and. Yep.
Where might I find them?
Center town, big town hall building made of ice, big old statue of Hlall outside and inside and on the sides. Magic glowing blue water.
I'm sprinting there.
You go outside and you don't see it initially. I don't have a map, so unfortunately in my head it's you guys are like way down here on the map, and like the entire box is the city.
Very cool. All right, well I guess.
But yes,
begin.
you get back onto Annfirth, and then you're able to see it again. You're like, okay,
Excellent.
and then you can start sprinting.
Yes, we sprint together.
Annfirth,
I'm
you walk
assuming this is where I
casually
come.
because his sprinting is a stride. As you sprint towards the
The center of town, looking
Yep.
for the Frostborn Temple of Hlall to see if anybody might know where my frickin' family is.
We'll go back to the other group. What are the other guys doing?
Would we know the location of any place that has a brazier?
Honestly, like they're just out and about. Like literally, they
Perfect.
just.
Fake one.
This is Dragon World, so
I'm pretty sure we both have our own personal brazier type things.
We might, but I don't have that
If this is
recorded.
for casting Find Familiar, then yes.
Perfect.
I feel like we addressed this long ago.
I feel like we did, and I just didn't make note of it. I have a lot of spells I want to cast today, Faith. And I'm looking for a nice quiet location.
there's parks here, of all different varying elements and such.
Can I hang out in the park for 13 hours?
Yeah, people live there.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
You think they have a
Um,
homeless problem here?
No, I just don't know what the laws are. I don't know what the customs are. I've only been here.
These are super commies.
All righty.
This is social communist commune through and through, with like everything's free except like some of the stuff that's hard to get, and then you can just trade for it. Mercantilism and bartering is all here. Like, there's no strict government here besides like don't kill people. They're just like more moral law based is what you guys start abiding by and seeing, and just like the Frostborn sort of run everything, and then everybody else is just sort of doing their thing. And after a bazillion years in Cinder, like all these people are pretty chill to be low key. The people that weren't low key left real quick.
Alrighty.
I mean, if you're gonna just hang around for a bit, I'm gonna make my way over to that dragon.
Yeah, go for it, man. I'm just gonna get started here.
I'm a girl.
And, I'll be here all day. Literally all day. All day.
Okay. We'll see you at dinner.
I'm not going to eat dinner. I'll be here all day. I don't think you
So
understand.
I'll head towards that large purple tower where he indicated Zerial is.
Yep. So you take off towards that.
By the way, everybody has 11 temporary hit points.
Hooray!
you
Hooray.
find a place inside a park, and as you initially sit down, out of like the grassy area, you accidentally sit on what looks to be a dragon elemental as it comes out a bit, and you just like, excuse me. As then it shifts over a little bit and allows you to sit on a nice space. The air itself has a little bit of this like char to it, like you would get on a barbecue and whatnot. But all throughout the trees and the stone sculptures here are a plethora of different dragons, wyverns, and dragonborn lounging about or just sort of playing afternoon games. Again, more of those like bone type of games in the park, but different versions, different colors, card games of all sorts and types. It's pretty quiet and quaint. You do see toward the back a more sickly older dragon, but there's all these like little glowing lights around it, and it seems to be talking back and forth to many of these little tiny glowing lights as you settle into this place. Everybody has a understanding of space between everybody. A little bit like New York, ignore the weirdos and don't talk, don't push deep about anything. Like don't bother others. Stick to yourself unless there's proper reasons for it.
But way more socialist.
Yeah. Oh God. So you're settled in the park. You're on your way to Zerial. Anferth and Matthias are on your way to Town Hall to try and find his family. And Ganu, you were on your way back to find your party, and you return at the tavern with nobody in sight and nobody around.
I wanted to show him the cool robe.
Guess it's mine.
That's where we'll end tonight's episode. Again, it's just doing the John Travolta.
Yeah.
He even has the robe like over
Yeah.
Yeah. I even have the
All right. And